to the bad guys. So what do I mean? Don't be a tough guy means go get medical attention right away and tell the doctors everything that's wrong with you. Make sure to do that, because if you don't, it's going to mess up your case. Number two, if you have a problem with your roof, do you hire a roofer? If you have an injury situation and you need help, hire legal professional representation. Our firm is one of those firms, and we stand ready to help. Number three, most importantly, heaven forbid, do not speak to the insurance companies without legal representation. That's it in a nutshell. Thanks for listening.
I'm Sassy Sin with Battle and Betty's, and I ride with the 99% Radio.
Hey, welcome back to the 99% Radio Network. Man, before we jump into the Rattlesnake Rally, man, big shout outs and happy birthdays to a couple of great people out there. Today is Homie and Friends. Homie, it's his birthday. Happy birthday, brother, man. You know, he just came off a 2,300-mile MMIW ride. Him and the leaders went out to New Mexico to support, and he's supporting on everything, man. Support him on his birthday. Give him a shout out on his page. Everybody knows Homie. Happy birthday, Homie. Johnny Rizzo and Dawn D'Amelia, you know, with the Motorcycle Mayhem and Rockin' the Road for a Cure out in New York. Happy birthday, brother and sister. God bless you. I saw some
well,
great.
they're not brother and sister.
No, it's not Arkansas. It's not Arkansas. It's New York.
Brother and sister, but they're not brother and sister.
No, they're right. Thank you for the correction. Yes.
You're welcome.
Did you see some of Johnny's videos, man? It was so funny.
All I see is Italian food, and I have to turn it off.
He's always eating, and he was by these big sharks, you know, and alligators and stuff. So I think they're in Florida or something, having a great time for their birthday. And you know, we just found out we met a great guy today, this weekend over in at the Rattlesnake Rally, which is Chris Gunter.
I've known him for a few years.
You've known him for a few years?
Uh-huh.
Well, I had the pleasure of meeting him this weekend. He's with Riders Bike Supply. Happy birthday, Chris. You know, it was a pleasure meeting you and seeing everything that you guys do. Thank you for all your support with the 99 as well.
Yes, go check out their new location in Louisville.
Yeah, we're going to be out there. We're going to be out there and help him support and get him up and running in Louisville. So can't wait to get out there. We're gonna have some bad weather this weekend, man. So let's hope it's bipolar. Let's hope it's bipolar and it moves off. I think you know, the Texas weather is gonna hold out. We're gonna have some good sunshine, but we'll discuss that event coming up. Let's get into the Rattlesnake Rally, man. Brandon Shaw, hey, God bless you, brother. Thank you so much for the invite. We had an amazing time. It was an epic event. You know, for year two, you know, with all the stresses and pressures that were going on with Brandon throughout the weekend, you know,
That's a lot to put on.
It is a lot to put on. He had so many things going on at one time. So many people, I mean, thousands of people came to this event. And I think, you know, it ran as best as, I think it ran fantastic. But it was a lot for him, man, to
one person to handle.
And even a small team that he had, it was a lot.
He did have a good team.
He had a great team.
Yeah.
Yep. You know, but there were some hiccups, man. There was some hiccups. A couple of things were running late. Some couple of, you know, of the MMA fights. They were running like 45 minutes behind the boxers and
there's a lot of setup in the stage, and
but that throws off other events. That throws off so many other things. So it was tough. It was a tough juggling event. So Brandon, God bless you, man. I think, you know, on behalf of 99, I think you did a great job. We set up right on 3rd Avenue, which was a perfect location to just jam with some music. We had thousands of people come under our tent, just dancing and having a good time, right?
Yes. It was like it was where the music was at.
It was.
And we were right next to where the bike show was, right down the street from the bar.
Yeah.
Everybody was going right in front of us. I mean, you had the best location. It's basically we were tailgating and we had control of the music, which I cannot complain.
Pretty cool, man. That was pretty cool. The bikes were amazing. The bikes that were parked in front of us, that white that beautiful white bike that came up, man.
They
And
had the
paint jobs.
Lavicula too. Lavicula was there.
Yep.
They had their bike show the first night.
Yep.
And I think they had just an overall bike show the second day.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of bikes that showed up for the second day. That whole gravel part that was next to us was full.
Yeah, I mean the bike show was amazing. If you went just for the bike show, you got your your hour ride worth out of DFW.
Well, the ride down there alone, I would do that with even out at Raleigh. I mean, I didn't realize how beautiful it was going down there. I've never been to Glen Rose or Walnut Springs, so that was my first.
Yeah, it was nice. The roads were a little tricky. They're a little hilly. You got to watch the deer jumping out at 12 o'clock midnight, especially when you had a few. But
is that what happened?
Oh,
I'm just kidding. Is that what made you?
Yeah. So you had the street event, which was great. You had all the bikes lined up. You had everybody partying in the bars. You had the music blaring. You had tattoo artists. You had the snake
Lots
pit.
of tattoo artists.
Talk about the snake pit. And that was a great part of the event where last year they were outside. And with the weather, the wind blew the tent over and some of the snakes got loose and everything else got crazy.
Sounds fun.
This year they put them inside one of the stores.
Cowboys from Hell Rattlesnake Group.
Yes. And me and Pitbull went in there and you could just hear all the rattles just going off, man. 50 snakes in his pit, right? So what do? Hey, listen.
What does he do? He volunteers.
I am a man. I'm brave. So what do? Yes, I volunteer Pitbull to go into the snake pit. And we're going to play that little clip right now. Do you see it? You got up there, Chance? Let's play that clip of the Pitbull in the pit.
Hey, we're putting the pit in Pitbull, right? Put the sandals on. I figured I'd wear the sandals, let her wear the boots.
Pitbull, how are you feeling right now?
Don't talk to me. Eat to how much they grow.
I love the way these feel. I'm not gonna lie.
Being inside this pit, man, I mean, is it making you nervous?
Nah.
Maybe her. My kneecaps are not shaking just yet. I'm actually not bad because they're not near me. I have handled some snakes, but this is a lot.
A lot.
In one spot. And the fact that they make a lot of noise just makes me know that they're here.
It's pretty loud, ain't it?
They're here. They're close.
She wanted to come in and get up close and personal, right?
I can handle this. I mean, I got purses that feel like this. I do like the feel of snakes. With the fact that it's a rattle, that's what freaks me out.
Weird, right?
That's what freaks me out is the rattle part.
And then the rattle.
Well, the venomous part, not the rattle.
So it builds up in it, what, once or twice a year? So likely to find a snake.
And these can be in your backyard. I mean, yes, I'm a little bit fearful when they tell me that they can kill me, but like.
Hey, welcome back. No, I didn't get you running out of the pit because you didn't send me that clip.
It wasn't in there?
It wasn't in there. Because I wanted that when you ran out of when that kid dropped the balloon in there and it popped. God bless you, Pitbull. That was cool to see you in a pit of 50 rattlesnakes.
I got in a man's sweaty boots.
Yeah. Well, you weren't going in there in your sneakers.
No. Well, I was in sandals.
Oh, you were in sandals. Right.
So yeah, I got in his boots. They were nice and toasty. They were so warmed up.
How did it feel? I mean, outside is one thing. Being outside that wall and being protected, you know what?
Well, it's not.
You're feeling safe. But getting into that pit, knowing that those things could slither. Oh, because I noticed your eyes. You kept looking down.
Well, the thing was, you didn't have to worry about one. The one that they have in front of you. No, you had to worry about the 27, 50 something all around your ankles. So they're like, distraction. Wait, what? No. And then all you hear is shh.
Were you nervous though?
It literally sounds just like, I mean,
you
like I said,
you handled it like a champ.
Well, there was some fireball involved. That was the thing. We're on the street all day. I mean, I wouldn't say all day. It was like midday.
Yeah.
And then we decided to go venture out into the rattlesnake pit. And then he volunteers me in my sandals, my safety shoes, to go into the pit. As he's in jeans and sneakers.
Oh yeah, you were in shorts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're in safety gear. But no, I look like the proper choice.
Well, and then you got to pet the snake.
I got to pet the snake.
Was that the biggest snake you ever held?
No. Actually, it wasn't. I used to like.
You've held bigger snakes.
I've held boas. I've held boas. Actually, I was less intimidated by boas.
Yeah, well, and that was another thing. What was that snake you had around your neck out on the street?
I think
was
it
that
was
a
a
boa?
little boa.
It was a little boa on that. And then there was another guy with a snake.
It was
the
another
small one.
slithery snake.
Yes, you had a lot of snakes going.
Well,
your way.
once you got, got a little taste of danger, you just kind of went with it.
But now they were what were they called? The hell,
Cowboys from Hell.
Cowboys from Hell.
Isn't that a badass rattlesnake roundup name?
Yeah, and I'll tell you, man, the handlers were amazing.
Very knowledgeable.
They
very
knew-
cool.
Yep. And very confident in everything. They put on a great show. And what's cool about it too is they had that tube where they could shove the snake in that tube. And this way it's safe to really, because people get a little nervous.
So what do? You put it in a tube.
You put it in a
You
tube. It
restrict
was like a snake condom. Right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was, like a snake condom. You just put that thing right in there, the hard shell. But it was good. It was a great time, man. A lot of fun. Then you went to the midget wrestling. How was that? I missed the midget wrestling.
It was entertaining.
Was it short?
It was short. You want my honest opinion?
Yes.
Like truly honest
Well,
opinion?
Yeah.
I can see how it can be entertaining, but to me, I don't want to be mean. It was cool, but
Okay.
very like you're watching like D-rated acting.
Oh, okay.
So it's
well,
like
I mean, yeah. It's,
I'm gonna go get you. Do, 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 do.
oh,
And you're like, yay!
well,
But no, I mean,
was it fun?
it was fun.
It was fun. And
It was
that's all
fun.
that matters.
That's what I'm saying. I want to be honest, but I mean, I see how people think it's cool. My expectations were a little higher.
All right. Okay. Well, you towered over them 6 foot to a 3 foot midget. So your expectations are always higher.
But I hadn't. True. But no, it was cool. I get like they get the crowd going. I mean, get very interactive. They're running around. I mean, it was fun.
That's cool.
I think maybe was hitting my limit on human interaction at that point. Because it was like 8 p.m. And we got there 9:30.
Yeah, in the morning, right, man?
In the
It was-
morning.
Speaking about getting there really early, H&H Cafe
Mhm.
in that town. If you are going through Walnut Springs, big shout out to H&H.
What was her name? Do you remember her name?
Amazing. Yolanda?
I don't know.
I forgot her name too.
There's
but-
one girl that was running the place. Basically, she was there from open to close.
Yeah.
Finally got some help the second day. Opened up earlier the second day because she
Yep.
realized she was getting a lot of people. The food was amazing. I mean, Mexican flair on your traditional breakfast.
And she, as busy as she was,
And a coffee shop.
and as crazy as the town was, this girl, this waitress, kept a smile on her face.
She did.
Was very attentive to everybody
I
who
would've-
showed up there, man. So big shout out to H&H.
It's right there. I mean, it's a
Yep.
blackish, dark gray building. You'll see it. I mean, it's
Oh,
right there. man.
as soon as you roll into
Mhm.
the town. But that and the food was phenomenal.
So good.
and it wasn't expensive
It
at
wasn't.
all. It was cheaper than IHOP, and the food was.
Mhm,
You had, I mean, the first day we were there when you had those potatoes,
mhm.
I mean, you couldn't even finish it. There
was
was
a
that
lot.
much food.
It was
There was a
good.
lot of food.
She ran that. And then I saw that they had free margaritas during a happy hour, which I think was from like 1 to 4 during the weekend. So I don't know how long that goes on, but I came out and I was like, they have free margaritas for happy hour.
Free margaritas are always good, man. We just real shout out to some of the people. Tanya was there. Tanya came out. Thank you for
Yeah.
stopping by the 9910, Tanya. I appreciate it. Mike Panici, this is a snake man. If you go onto Mike Panici's page, he has always been a snake man. He would have loved this event because there were 50 rattlers that you were in with. It was all about snakes, and it was a rattlesnake rally. So
I mean,
Mike Panici would have loved that. We got the Blues magazine. We got Mike Barron on. You know, speaking about Mike, right here, The Thin Blue Line, Mike Barron's new book. You can catch us on Amazon. When we talk about our heroes, he is retired law enforcement, did over 30 years protecting and serving the people here in Texas. And he got this new book out. It's called The Thin Blue Line. Catch it on Amazon because he gives so much back to our communities throughout Texas and beyond. So thank you, Mike, for tuning in. And then we got the line that held. We'll play his commercial in a couple minutes, but the line that held. He's a New York City police officer who wrote this book, and talk about the corruption within the NYPD back in the day. This is a book you can't put down. And like I said, I'm not a big reader, but the first couple of pages really captivated me, and boom, I was in. You can get this book too on Amazon, or you can get it at Barnes & Noble. Check them both out. They make for great Father's Day gifts, either one of them. So ladies, get your man these books for Father's Day, and he'll stay out of your hair. Good. What were you going to say?
no, I was just laughing because you said, don't put it down. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, see, Mike, love my snakes. Yeah, Mike, I was thinking about
They're
you.
gentle
I was definitely
giants.
thinking about you this weekend because I know how much you adore the snakes. And he's a snake handler. He does that same stuff. But
I actually don't mind snakes. I have a healthy respect and a healthy
yeah.
fear of snakes. Now,
but to be in with 50 rattlesnakes in a pen.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a little bit. But
Well,
I mean,
you
like,
handled it great.
I'm not going to go out in the wild and go up to a wild snake by any means. That's going to freak me out. And if I see one go through my house, yeah, I'm going to probably jump on my counter. But like having somebody hold it, I mean, you got to realize the snake's not going to go like in an instant.
No.
There's going to be signs. You're going to know.
We learned. And that's what we learned, because rattlesnakes are really, there are a lot of them here in Texas. They're all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing that they did teach us is they're not just going to strike. If you back away slow,
You're going to know.
If you hear them or if you see them, just back away slowly. Don't make any
Like a
sudden movements.
boogeyman.
They're not going to chase you down. They're more afraid of you, but they will strike if you become a threat.
And
to
the other thing we learned was that people learned about the color, if there's black or if there's red or yellow female, I don't know, there's a slogan or meme or something, what you want to call it. But here in Texas, you got to realize it's about where the snakes live. So where we live is in a high, dry place. So a lot of the snakes are going to be very sand tone colors and things like that. And they're venomous. So you're not going to have your bright red, yellow snake that's going to tell you it's venomous like the rainforest. It's not going to happen here. We have venomous snakes. You have to be aware of what you're seeing. I think even somebody said it's the shape of the head. But I told him, like, how the hell am I going to get that fucking close to see the shape of the head of the snake? I'm just gonna kindly walk away.
I can think of so many innuendos to throw at you right now. Chances behind the board going,
I heard
you're
him
talking
giggle.
about the snake and you're talking about the head and the shape of the head. I could really, really, but I'm biting my lip. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil.
You got to learn on the
I
speak
gotta
a
learn.
little bit.
Woo. Yeah. But what was your favorite? Once again, the rattlesnake rally here in Texas is going to start to become little mini Sturgis, if not one of the biggest rallies here in Texas. What was your favorite part? Then let's get over to the Viper Pit. What was your favorite part?
I think it
throughout the whole
was just the people. I think it was just the people. That's what I love about rallies in general, because everybody's there for one reason. They're there to have a good time.
Yeah.
And everybody was having a good time. People were walking by, they enjoyed the music, they were enjoying the bikes. And it was just like, hey, what's going on? There wasn't I didn't see much beef going on. I mean, there was one little fight that happened.
That you
but
caused?
There was two little fights that happened. I
Yeah.
didn't get the cops called.
We got to see the little pit in the pit bull a little bit.
You got to see the bull.
We got to see the bull in the pit. Yeah. That was a little but it was good. It was good. Nobody died, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing, right?
Meow.
Hey, is Lori on? Lori's on. So once again, man, I'm glad. You know what? Thank God. Woke up Sunday morning. Actually, woke up Monday morning.
Does Biker Down handle like biker fights? Just kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
No, there was no bike.
I mean,
You know,
maybe.
And that's another thing that was so amazing at the rally. You had so many different clubs there, everybody wearing different colors, and everybody got along phenomenal because it was just a fun time. It didn't matter what club you were with, it didn't matter anything. Everybody was just supporting, having a good time, laughing, smiling, having some beers, and getting along. And that's what the biker community is all about.
And I noticed a lot of like biker etiquette with rallies too. There is a little rally etiquette too, like where you park, like, you know, there was a lot of that, and everybody was very respectable and like where they parked their bikes and who they were, you know, there was a lot. It was good. It was a good turnout.
So once again, and you know, with Lori Montoya coming up with Biker Down, you know, we had thousands of bikes out in the hill country, and I didn't hear of any, thank God, I didn't hear of any accidents. I didn't hear about anybody going down. I think everybody rode safe.
We would have heard those sirens in that small vicinity.
But you know, even here, not on the news, like Monday morning, you usually hear some motorcycle accidents. Didn't hear nothing. So God bless and thank God everybody got home from the Texas Rattlesnake Rally safe. Because you got thousands of bikes at this rally, and you know, a hill country, and you know, I'm glad everybody made it home safe. We're gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna come back with Lori Montoya right after these messages.
Hi, are you looking for a Father's Day gift he'll actually read this year? A Line That Held is a gritty NYPD crime novel inspired by true events.
This year, for the dad who likes his coffee strong and his crime stories real, The Line That Held hits different. Inspired by true events.
This book is my new obsession. The Line That Held is a total page-turner about NYPD corruption. Go grab your copy today.
Hey everyone, my name is Alex Arkangelski, CEO and co-founder of Break Free Technologies, and this is Break Free, a motorcycle helmet accessory that easily mounts to pretty much any motorcycle helmet out there, and it's the simplest way to improve your visibility day or night. Break Free's got a sensor array built into the unit itself, so there's nothing to mount to the motorcycle, there's no wiring, everything is inside the unit. It's got 100 ultra bright LED lights that light you up during the daytime and nighttime. Anytime you slow down, Break Free activates, no matter how. Engine braking, downshifting, regular braking, emergency braking. You slow down, it turns on. Break Free is a small company. We're only 4 co-founders and 1 employee at this point, and we're all passionate motorcycle enthusiasts. We love riding, and we've created this product for our community. We wanted to make sure that motorcycle riders are safe and seen out there on the roads. We saw a huge need for visibility, and that's why we've created this product.
Your bike turns heads. Your gear should too. Milwaukee Motorcycle Clothing Company has classic leathers and bold new designs you won't find anywhere else. Shop top brands plus exclusive MMCC originals. Right now, our listeners get 20% off their entire order. Use promo code 99%. Visit MilwaukeeMotorcycleClothing.com today.
Hey, welcome back to the 99% Radio Network. It is the Biker Down segment. Welcome. Where is Lori Montoya?
Lori is still in Colorado, but getting ready to get out of here on Friday and finally take a vacation with my family. I'm so excited.
Where you going?
We're going on a family cruise. Ooh. So we're flying to Orlando, and then we'll go out of Cape Canaveral, and we'll be gone for 7 days. So I get my mom's on the cruise, my grandkids are on the cruise, my daughter's on the cruise. So yeah, we all are. These bags under my eyes are much earned. And speaking of cruises, guess who I spoke with last week?
Oh,
did I tell you? I spoke to Bird from Moonshine Bandits.
Oh,
yeah,
about,
about his red, white, and booze cruise. And
my husband loves them.
Yeah,
I mean, I love them too.
And as you guys know, the as I've mentioned, the High Seas Rally is no more. So we're looking at possibly, I don't want to say partnering up, but creating our own High Seas Rally group within their cruise. And I asked him if he'd be interested on, once we get that finalized, coming on the 99 and talking about that.
Oh, yeah.
And he was really approachable, super cool. And I want you guys to really consider, we need to go and check it out. But I think that there's room down the road. But I'm just saying, get on a good payment plan. The cruise is until 2027. It's booze, it's cruising, it is Moonshine Bandits.
My two favorite words.
Yeah,
booze and cruise.
booze.
Yeah. And they're there the whole cruise.
You know who reached out to me today was
Who?
Barbie the welder.
Oh, she's cool.
Yeah, she was like, "What happened to the cruise?" And I said, "Barbie, it was just one thing happened. Just it just got a little too pricey for a lot of people, and some things happen." And she goes, "Well, let me know if you guys are rolling another one, or if anybody else is rolling another one."
I really would encourage you guys to give that one some thought. It's about as close to what you're used to that's out there. That we aren't trying to recreate it. So, they're doing it on Royal Caribbean. So again, that comes with a lot of perks. But if you take the difference of what the cruise costs, you can afford your drink package. Because the truth of the matter is they're never just giving us our drink package. We're paying for it.
Yeah.
And one way or the other. And I really would encourage you guys to give some thought. First of all, I think we'd have an ultimate blast. It's out of Galveston.
Nice.
Save
on airfare.
Save on the airfare. So there's another.
We're in.
And I'm just saying, you contact Mary, and I'll send you guys the link. But there's a payment plan, so we just commit that we're going to go in May of 2027. So we got a year to pay for it, and that way we won't miss it. And let's go on. Let's bring our High Seas Rally cruisers on there. Let's show them that we can do something. I'm sure he'd let maybe consider maybe doing an interview with you on the boat and stuff. And let's introduce ourselves to these guys, not try to immediately walk in and say, well, can we have this and can we have that?
Yeah.
And
we're
you know what I'm saying?
Invited.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is you might even get a 99 group if you want to do that. But I'd like to see us all do it together and just really rock it. It's very well priced, and I think it's going to be so much fun.
I've always wanted to do Royal Caribbean.
Royal Caribbean.
I haven't done Royal Caribbean yet. I've only done the other one.
Yeah, I think it's on Liberty of the Seas. But for you guys, I mean, there's no airfare. You just carpool yourself down there. And, I think it would be really worth it.
Out of too.
We could do a little 99 pre-cruise party. Like,
hell yeah.
We can do a lot of fun things with it. So it's something that I really hope.
Come on, boys. Come on, boys.
Let's do it.
Boys.
Let's get those sponsors to sponsor us on the boat. So anyway, so this is really, I guess, considered my last motorcycle awareness conversation before I head out. But I was really proud that, first of all, your box came back. I didn't put enough postage on it, so I apologize.
Cheap.
Not the first time I heard that.
You can't put a 12-cent stamp on it.
No, you can't. And I just had the weight wrong, and they sent it back saying postage due, big alert. So I will get that back out when I get back. But Biker Down did Chicano Pride. We saw 7,000 bikers. We did the International Female Ride. We had 150 plus all the other people on there. We went to Las Vegas. We did the Motorcycle Awareness Day there, and there was over 150 riders. And then this past weekend, we had 250 people show up for our ride. We had 150 paid poker hands. We had clubs. We had independents. We had biker ministries. I put out a video yesterday, but I've got video of them all pulling out. And it was, the one thing that I said to all of them in Colorado is that, when I founded Biker Down in 2011, there would have been no Biker Down without the Colorado riders.
Right.
And for 15, almost 16 years, the Colorado riders have played a part in helping injured motorcycle riders all across the country. And, now that I'm on your show, I'm getting a lot more from the lower Midwest, Texas, Louisiana. I got one from San Antonio yesterday. And last night I did a podcast.
I saw that.
Called Bikes in the Hood.
Yeah.
And, that was out of California. And what I loved is that you guys are allotting time to helping motorcycle riders with safety. And I realize that, as I've always said, that we're not the funnest charity, but your demographic is motorcycle riders and people that love extreme sports. And we're there just to help, and so I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I still have a meeting I have to go to tonight with another organization that wants to partner up with us to help more riders in Colorado Springs area and things like that. So we're doing great things. And, I owe a lot to you guys for the past year. And I still don't have my dates for June with you guys, but you can take June 18th through 21st off my availability, because Wide Open Hat Company is going to do for Maker's Mark. We're going to do an activation of custom Maker's Mark cowboy hats at the Aspen Food and Wine, which is pinky up type of environment. So
little hoity-toity type of thing.
Yeah, hoity-toity. I'm just praying my Kevin Costner shows up so I can drool and go, I love you and stuff. So I don't have a lot to add this week other than just extreme gratitude. I was really emotionally at a point in March where I was like, is this my last year? Do I keep doing it? Do the bikers care? And I have to say,
Lori, let me stop you right now, because I know how you feel on that aspect. Because when I deal with the mental health issues, you don't know. Yes, you do offer a lot of help for the injured riders, but what you're providing is so much more valuable. You're providing the awareness. So you don't even realize how many lives you are saving by doing what you do, because nobody realizes, we're all there when the biker goes down and you're there to help, but you are there in so many more ways on the awareness front that saves so many lives, because people hear what you say, people follow your lead, and they take those precautions prior to getting to an accident. So you're doing much more than you even realize.
I appreciate that. I know that I don't throw that into the mix, because motorcycle awareness does begin with every single one of us. And even what I found on the podcast last night, they're in California, and I don't want to say they ride dirty. You know what I mean? They're riding sport bikes. They can lane split. I mean, there's a lot that goes on there. And they actually, once we got off, we did a little after interview, and they were like, you mentioned things that I would have never thought of. I would have just never thought of getting an insurance review or staying off social media when you're in an accident. A lot that Glenn does also, but all these things that can turn around and bite me in the long run. And it's I just kind of feel this real sense of gratitude this month that everybody's really, even donors. Like last week I said, we got the Hoopie and Abraham, and then Motorcycle Safety Lawyers bought trauma kits. And my point is that everybody kind of heard I don't want to say desperation, but my frustration.
Well, of course.
And said, you know what, I can write a check, or I can buy some trauma kits and stuff. And, I still have all my really cool raffle stuff, except for the skull and the Sturgis tank, because we didn't sell enough tickets. So we're going to figure out what to do with the rest of the tickets and continue to raffle those off. But those are pretty big ticket items. But I'm just glad to be here. I haven't been on a ride where anybody's gotten injured. Like you, I'm glad to hear that is a big event, and that they, everybody made it home safe. And that's what you want. You want people to ride. What?
Oh, no, you're good.
I was just playing.
You want people to ride safe. You want them to get home. That's the whole goal of all of this, is to learn how to drive more defensively. Maybe take a refresher, motorcycle class. Get your endorsement, get a trauma pack, get the ASM classes, get an insurance review, and, just have the things that you need to keep you safe. So I don't have a whole lot more, but, and then the
well, Lori, really, and we're getting comments in the feed right now. It says, like, from Judy Lamp right here in Rowlett. She writes, you open eyes and educate even the non-riders. So you're reaching more people than you even think about, just by what you're doing on raising the awareness bar. So every biker out there should be blessed to be able to listen to you, know you, and be part of the Biker Down community, because you provide so much more, and even our listeners are seeing it and commenting on it.
Well, I appreciate that. I love all of them. And, this is, there's so many reasons that I appreciate this format. One, because I love seeing you guys and I love talking to everybody, but it's made me a better speaker. It's made me be able to consolidate my thoughts better and how to get the message out. I don't stutter near the way I used to, because my brain just used to go so fast that I would lose my place in what I was trying to talk about. So you've made me, even my content is better because of you guys, and I've learned how to do stuff. And, I'm just forever grateful for, one, knowing you, and I know what he's like on a cruise. You got to go with him. I am making you.
I kept all my clothes on every day.
You should see it on Pirate Night, though.
I had one night at the Rattlesnake Rally and got a taste of the side show.
He's amazing. He's so funny. And he loves to get into theme nights too. And they have theme nights on the Red, White, and Booze cruise. So there are people. And I just think it would be a great way. And, maybe I'll talk to my sponsor. Maybe we talk to Glenn. Maybe we get one that we could give away, to more of our followers. If they do that, we'll figure out a way to give away a cruise, do that. And I just think it's something that we all need to do, because if we don't continue to support these, they're going to end up dwindling off. And then we're on, like, 2 biker people are going to go on this regular cruise, and I'm going to hear for 7 days, are you a biker? Yeah.
Well, you know what it is too, Lori.
Don't worry, my tattoos don't like you either.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you didn't get a tattoo this weekend. You were supposed to get a tattoo this weekend, or did you?
Whoops! No, I didn't get one.
Maybe that. But you know what it is.
So, I was a little occupied with drinking in the day.
This is where it's all got to go. When we talk about raising awareness, everybody's got to support each other. We got to support our vendors. We got to support our motorcycle community. But, You know, it can't be just us. It can't be just a 99. It can't just be Motorcycle Mayhem. It can't just be Lori Montoya with Biker Down. It's got to be everybody. And I see right now we got Massimo from Italy on. He, you know, and talk about supporting.
He came all the way out here to MMIW.
Yes, he flew from Italy last month, took the 2,300-mile ride around the Four Corners, and drove around the MMIW. That's friggin' support, man. When you cruise from Italy, when you fly from Italy here to support a cause, God bless you, brother.
You tell Massimo that if he comes back for this red, white, and booze cruise, I will bring him gravy.
You'll bring him gravy?
And he will understand the word gravy.
All right.
A true Italian does not call marinara sauce.
It's
sauce.
gravy.
We call it
Okay,
gravy.
well, now you put it in
we're gonna talk,
context.
because I did Sunday sauce. I did Sunday sauce for Mother's Day. How do you make your sauce?
Oh, I make it from scratch. Like I take.
So do I.
You know.
What do you put in it?
Are we gonna do what? Have a Godfather? You put a little this, you put a little that.
Yeah.
Gotta have wine.
Do you measure? Do you measure?
No.
Okay. All right. I'm just checking.
You take. And here's the other thing. My daughter is so OCD. Now, when my Italian grandma tasted the sauce with the wooden spoon, she tasted it,
and
she went like that, and she set it back down. In an hour, when she came back to check the sauce, she used the same spoon. I did that one time at my daughter's house. Now, remember, this child came out of my you-know-what.
We all know where she came out
Yeah,
of.
you know, and she's like, Mom, you have to get another. I was like, girl, bye. Don't need it. Bye. Don't need it if it bothers you that much. But that's how it's made. You know, we got enough garlic in there. I trust you. My saliva is clean.
Garlic is an bacterial, I think.
It kills vampires.
Yeah.
Kills everything. All right, Lori. Well, once again, I want to thank you for everything. Enjoy your cruise. Enjoy the downtime. Decompress. Relax. Get drunk. Get in the casino and gamble a little bit.
Take videos.
No.
Of you drunk.
I will definitely take some video for you guys. If I run into any bikers, I will get them to go. I ride with the 99.
There you go. Get some of those. That'll be perfect.
There you go.
Yeah,
love you guys.
You're
Come
right.
up with the date. I'm coming to Texas.
All right. Can't wait.
Yes.
Can't wait. We
All
got
right, bye guys. God bless everyone. Rubber side down.
All right. Love you, Law.
Love you. Bye-bye.
All right, that was Lori with
Threw me off at that.
She threw you off?
Rubber side down threw me off.
I know we were talking about snakes
Like,
and
what?
condoms and everything else, and all of a sudden the heads, and now the rubber side's down, and get another rubber. Round two. Oh, well, we're back. Ooh, see, you threw me. Now you threw me off. Now you threw me off. Now we have to go on to
A commercial break. So we can collect ourselves.
Once again, Lori Montoya with Biker Down. Check her out. Listen, if you ride, not only do you want a good lawyer on your side like Glenn Lawson and the Bike Wolf Pack, you also want Lori Montoya out there. God forbid something happens out there. They are there to help you, not only before the accident, but after as well. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back with our next guest, which everybody's going to love because everybody loves to smoke cigars.
Stogies.
And when it can roll up to your event, it's even better. Right after this.
Red lips, tied up curls, high heels, flag unfurled, Lone Star stitched on their seams. Sunday drives and freedom dreams. They roll up to the VA gate. Coffee cards, they're never late. Laugh lines, old stories glow. They salute, then steal the show. Hey! Battling Betty's of Texas. Country first in their heart. Shield like an arm.
April Williams-Moore is a veteran, mother, and committed education advocate who will bring both lived experience and data-driven leadership to the State Board of Education District 13. As a military veteran and a parent, she understands the importance of structure, accountability, and opportunity, and how education shapes long-term outcomes for families and communities. With a master's degree focused on analyzing data and identifying solutions, April is skilled at examining student outcomes, identifying gaps, and developing practical strategies that lead to real improvement. She is committed to using data responsibly, not as a weapon against teachers, but as a tool to strengthen instruction, improve curriculum decisions, and inform policies that truly support educators in the classroom. Guided by service, collaboration, and common sense, April is focused on policies that uplift teachers, close achievement gaps, and ensure every student in District 13 has access to a high-quality education. Her combination of service, scholarship, and advocacy makes her a strong and trusted voice for students, educators, and families across the district.
This November, vote for change. Vote for April Williams Moore, State Board of Education, District 13.
Political ad paid by the April Williams Moore campaign.
My name is Carol Saint, and I ride with 99.
Hey, I'm Homie, and I ride on the 99. You can watch it every Wednesday, 99% Radio.
Hello, beautiful people. I am Chaz. I ride with 99, baby. Woo! 99% Radio every Wednesday. Stay tuned. Woo! Y'all be fantastic. Right.
Hey, welcome back to the 99% Radio Network. Man, that was Lori Montoya with Biker Down. Once again, Lori, have an enjoyable time. Lori is there for all our bikers across the country. If you need her, go to the website, Biker Down, and click on your state, and you can have it your mobile app right on your phone, right at your fingertips. So when you go out on those rides and you need help, boom, you can she's there at a click of a button. I want to welcome Samantha and Jeff. Justin. Jeff's over there. Jeff's next up.
Too many J's.
Too many damn J's. With Rebel Cigars, man. It's a mobile cigar company. And what do we need at every friggin' event is everybody's always going, is there a store around here where we can buy cigars? Is there a cigar?
The bikers always want a cigar.
You know, they always want to do a little sip and smoke. And I know Mongo's on the air right now from
yeah, we got a correspondent
California.
from California. He's our cigar guy too.
Yeah, he's our cigar guy. And he always has a sip and smoke. And the worst thing is going to an event and going, man, I really wish I had a cigar. And you don't want those shit 7-Eleven cigars or those little grocery store
But
cigars.
sometimes my husband says you have to have your pass out cigars because there's always going to be the guys that are like, you got an extra one?
Oh yeah. Okay.
So you got to have the pass out cigars. And you
Okay.
keep the good ones to yourself.
Of course. So I want to welcome Justin and Samantha. How you guys doing?
Pretty
good.
Tell us a little bit about Rebel Mobile Cigars.
So
Where you originated out of?
we're out of Crowley.
Crowley. You do a
Um,
bunch of mobile events.
We do, yes. So we're going for like weddings and private events. We've been hitting up some festivals. We just got started in October, so we're fairly new. We're still trying to get our name out there.
All right. Well, what sparked this whole venture?
You a big cigar guy?
Wine.
Wine and cigars.
There you go. You know,
Speaking my language.
the best ideas come over with a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
So go ahead. You had a bottle of wine. You said, "Hey, we got to do cigars."
Yeah.
We went to a wine tasting, and they had a mobile cigar lounge there. and we walked in and just fell in love.
Yeah.
I mean,
So this is cool. This is a
And
good
the
venture.
need for it.
and
It was a little bitty tiny trailer too.
Yeah.
So
And you guys got a pretty, I saw your spread. I haven't seen it in person yet,
It's-
but I've seen your spread. Nice setup. And you also put out a patio setup too.
Yep.
You have different ways you can set up
Yep.
for people depending on the type of venue or event that they have. And what are your top selling cigars that you usually go through?
So our very top selling cigar, we have a company out of Austin right now that are making them for us. This one is a Maduro wrapper. The tobacco itself is infused with the chocolate and honey. So you're gonna smell that. I brought one up for you to smell.
You're not getting that back, probably.
No.
Oh, you can only smell our cigars. Can't.
It's
Not
all yours.
Don't bring cigars for the hosts, but
Nope,
you
it-
can smell it.
We brought it for you. It's yours.
Yeah.
So enjoy it.
Well, I don't know how to do what's inside of it. I usually just like the outside. Just kidding.
So many. You're just teeing that ball up. You're just teeing it up for me to just.
Yep.
So
Thank you.
we do bring a variety of different cigars.
I'm gonna smoke this tonight, and with a little bullet.
Do you,
There you
do
go.
you recommend like pairings when people come in? Like if they have,
I like bullet. I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, if we're at a winery or whatever, we can kind of
you know,
tell
you can read the room. Kind
yeah,
of,
we
know
can
what
kind of
event you're
tell you
going
what's
to
going to go
and-
best with what you got
Yeah.
versus a white wine, red wine, or
Right,
you
like
know.
if you're going to go to a whiskey event, you know you're going to bring these certain cigars.
That's right.
If you're going to a bike rally, you know
That's
you're
right,
going to bring
yep.
these certain cigars.
But that one right there is our top selling cigar.
I love that you have your label on it too.
So we offer custom cigar bands. So that's the reason I brought the whole cigar up here for you, not just give it to you, but just so everybody knows that we do make
He wants
custom
to pay for
cigar
this.
bands.
So that's good for
Um,
like bachelor parties and stuff. You can put like the
Weddings,
logo and all
birthdays,
that.
bachelor parties, all that. We're doing a Father's Day thing
We're
down
just
at
like
the
99,
Trinity
man.
River Distillery in Fort Worth on Father's Day, and we're making custom bands for them. So it's going to be pretty cool.
Now, the one thing I like on your website is that you can go from just a regular bike rally where you have your basic trailer and you're selling your cigars, and it's real down to earth type of thing. But then you got your aficionado, your really nice cigars where you got the whole inside with the leather couches and
That's right.
I think it would be great
the
for like a
bar.
tailgate, like you
Yep.
know,
you fit every. you
It's
fit every
literally
genre.
designed for everything.
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 like I'm thinking I would have
And-
it roll up to the house for Springer's birthday.
Yeah.
you know.
And we
But
try to
that's
keep
perfect.
like the humidors and stuff outside with us. That way you guys get the trailer. That's where we're a little different from all the other mobile lounges, is they just they're in there. The humidors are inside.
Right,
You're in
okay.
there and they're just kind of staring at you, I guess. But
Right.
we don't want to be that. We want you guys to enjoy the trailer, enjoy the TVs, enjoy the recliners, and we just kind of hang out outside.
And
So-
and especially when it's game time, say you have at a rally on a Sunday, grab a sip of smoke and get into that trailer and watch the game on one of the big TVs. That's pretty cool, man, because you can get out of the heat for a little while. You can get out of the noise and chaos and just go sit down for an hour and relax.
And get a massage. We have two. chairs
Oh,
that
they do
massage.
massages too?
Massage chairs in
I'm really-
there.
Two of the recliners have
Okay, after I
massages in
said
them.
I just want to. Are you guys on like the FBI's radar or like local
Not
law
yet.
enforcement massage?
The happy endings.
Yeah.
Happy ending trailer.
We don't talk about those.
No, I love it because, like, for one, like, we got Pinups and Pistons coming up this weekend. If the rain, we are
Right.
still watching the weather, but we're going to talk as if it's going on because it is.
Yeah.
So, like, it's great because, like, you got the pinup contest, you got the bike show going on. People are sitting there, they got their bike on display, or they got their girlfriend, up there doing the pinup contest. The guys just kind of hang out sometimes. Like, what do we do? Now you got the mobile cigar lounge. They're going to
That's
sit
right.
there, hang out, smoke a stogie, watch their bikes. I think it's a great addition
Yeah.
for any event. In fact, that's exactly what we were talking about when we were there this past weekend at the Rattlesnake Rally. I know we talked about you tried to get in there.
I tried.
We're going to figure it out for you next year. I swear. We're going to figure it out because everybody was talking about, man, I wish there was a place to get a cigar.
Right. That was the only thing I was missing. How many times?
It was
you
the
go
only thing
someplace-
missing.
Well, I
was
watched
cigar
you
lounge.
guys all weekend. saying, "Man, I wish I was there."
Yeah. Yes.
Oh.
So,
Let me tell you
Now
something.
we got the pool.
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah, because everybody, I mean, I don't know if the bars sold cigars.
I know my husband just brought his,
Yeah.
brought a lot because I got a hold of him because we got there early and I was like, hey, dude, everybody's asking about cigars, bring some down. So he just brought for our little group,
But
had
you
enough.
run out,
but
and the like Walnut Springs, you got to travel 15, 20
You gotta
miles
pack for the
to
weekend.
get out to even Walmart.
What'd you say it was 14 miles just to get
Oh
some-
my God. Yeah, it was like, oh, we're gonna go look for some lights, and we're like, all right, so let's hit like Walmart. And my brother-in-law was like, it's 15 miles away. I'm like, all right, screw it, So, but it's a beautiful town, it's a beautiful place, but you gotta
prepare to
gotta
get out
prepare.
there, yeah.
But that's what it would have been nice if there was a mobile cigar lounge
Mm-hmm.
right there, man. That you would have been packed. You would have been packed all weekend long with
Because
3,000
next year,
bikers.
I can't give too much up, but next year, one of my buddies may have purchased one of the bars on the main strip down there.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's gonna be on next year.
Yeah, next year the 2027 Rattlesnake Rally is going to be amazing.
Literally, he showed
Um,
up that day and it was for sale, and he was like,
How great is that to just
"To be that rich,
to be that rich?
I like this bar. It's got a motorcycle on the awning. I'm gonna take
He
it."
could just walk into some town. He could just walk into some town and go, "Hey, oh, that bar's for sale. I'm going to buy it."
It took me
I
about
have a
5
problem
conversations to realize he
Before
was
I went
legit.
and bought this, before I bought my Monster, I was like checking my pockets, going, "Do I have enough money? Do I have $3.99
And I'm
to buy
going,
Monster?"
"Hey, boss, can I buy a beer?" Yeah. So yeah, next year's gonna be.
Yeah.
We're getting you in.
But Walnut Springs, what a beautiful town! Great people in it, and that bar that he supposedly purchased, it was it's ready to go. It was ready to go, man. Nothing to be done.
You park a cigar lounge out
Just
front.
put your key in and boom.
Yeah.
Now-
But yeah. So having the mobile cigars.
Yes. How many different varieties do you have on at any? Or do you like when so say we wanted to book you right for an event? Do I say, all right, bring this much or these kind or?
No, so we probably have, I would say, 15, 20 different cigar brands that we bring, different sizes. You can request something and we can pick it up if you want something specific for your event. But other than that, we bring our humidors that we have. We have the different variety of cigars in there for purchase, all different sizes.
No, I'm not a
shapes.
cigar person,
Yeah.
but I'm sure there's like a level here to level here. So you probably got to
Yes,
taste
yes.
all in between. So it'd be
That's
like-
right. Yeah.
I only know like what he likes. I don't know. Flat bottom Betty.
Fat Bottom Betty,
And
yeah.
Carbars or something. I don't know. I don't know. Something
All
like
I know is
that.
Rebel. I know Rebel.
That's right.
Yes, I know.
Yeah,
But I
there
mean,
you go.
but
That's the best one.
It's a
Chocolate.
flavor. I mean, it's like having a glass of wine. It does, or like whatever. It has. People have their taste. They like, or a beer. I can relate to beer. There's different flavors in beer. That you like certain notes. Like you might like the
Yeah.
hops, or you might like the barley. So it goes with the cigar too. That there's different notes.
Yes.
I'm
Oh yeah,
assuming.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
that
You gotta
you
be
want to
able to
have
fit-
a variety, and you kind of hit all the variety of what they might like. I'm assuming.
We,
Yes.
and-
Yeah. We
Yeah.
we have a little
Yeah.
bit of everything.
Now, do
so.
you guys get your cigars from different vendors, or do you have certain vendors that you go to, or like I know up by Crowley, but I know there's one in Rowlett, Faustino's, big cigar kind of. That's where Mongo gets his cigars from. Faustino's ships them out to California for him, and they're like the closest thing to like a Cuban cigar because this guy is like 3rd generation Cuban, and so do you get them from different places, or are they rolled? You have.
So we have 3 places right now that we're getting them from. It's the Santa Clara wholesale out of Illinois.
Mhm.
We have a place here in Haltom City, the Texas wholesale. And then, of course, the cigar company that's helping us out with these is the Babalu Cigar Company down in Austin.
Nice.
The plan is to go down there and actually take their course to learn how to roll my own.
Oh, very
So
nice.
we'll be able to
Nice.
live roll the cigars for you at your
She
event.
rolls pretty good.
So-
I mean, sorry. Oh, that's cigars.
a little different.
I don't think I can sell it.
So yeah,
Well,
that's
you
the
could.
plan anyway. So
So, have you always been a cigar like person, or you?
no, started getting into them about 3.5, maybe 4 years ago, we started going to the different lounges. There's a lounge in Burleson that we really enjoy going down to. We just started trying different cigars, and then
Samantha, do you smoke?
I do.
That's
I do.
which is
It's hot when a hot girl smokes a cigar.
it
I'm
is
not gonna
definitely
lie.
that's like pretty.
I like the
sexy.
short, fat one.
She's gonna be in the pinup contest.
Well, then it's right up my alley.
That's what I say.
Another cheetah pull. Gonna knock that one right out there.
But we
Like,
really
it's
take
so
pride in this lounge because when we bought this lounge, it took about 2 years for us to save up the money to buy this trailer. And we bought the trailer as empty trailer. We pulled it into the backyard. About a month and a half, everything on the inside is custom made by us. So
Wow. Well, I mean, looking at the website, looking at the inside of the trailers, it looks like they're beautiful. From whatever you can tell of the picture, and
Sure.
it looks like you have the
You
ball.
were at
you have the
Indian
ball.
not too long ago, and I just talked to Yolanda yesterday.
We were.
and she was like, "Yes, they were here the other weekend. It was a big
Pouring
hit.
rain.
It was
Pouring rain, yeah.
raining, unfortunately.
Hopefully it
but-
doesn't do that again.
Yeah.
So, if somebody
have other
out there
events.
is running an event, they're running if you're running an event or if you're running anything or a private party,
There's so many options. I mean, my
yeah.
head's been
Literally
going.
anything.
Like I'm
Yeah.
thinking Super Bowl party rolling up at your house.
oh
you
my
know,
God,
like-
you would be the king at a Super Bowl party if you rolled up.
we have
with-
dueling Super Bowl parties
Yeah.
every year because we.
Well,
I
I'm gonna
live in-
book them first.
There you
You
go.
probably
Yeah. Yeah.
because you make the big bucks.
$3.99. I'm scrabbling for my
But no,
pocket.
like seriously, like having a Super Bowl party or something, or having a bachelor party or adult birthday party.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of all the things, all the bike shows and rallies and pinup contests. I mean, I'm just thinking of all the things because that
Father's Day's coming up,
because
man.
my husband is a
Yeah.
cigar guy, so I know how many times we've been somewhere and he has looked for a cigar. That's why I know
Yeah.
how many opportunities of having this set up is. I love it.
Well, I'm just thinking with Father's Day coming up, what a perfect gift for any wife to give their husband is either the Thin Blue Line held or the Thin Blue Line from Michael Barron and the cigar,
Where he can read
Rolling
it
Rebel
in.
cigar. He'll go in, have a couple of drinks, smoke a cigar, read a book, and it'll be out of your hair the whole day.
That's
Yeah.
right.
That's a Mother's
Yeah.
Day gift.
Yeah. Either or. Depends on how you look at it, right?
Yeah.
That's a Mother's Day gift.
Yeah, right. But I mean, that's just a perfect day. You couldn't ask for anything better, man.
I love it. I love
Oh.
this mobile cigar.
So how could people book you, get in touch with you? What could they do to and everything is pretty affordable. I looked at also at some of your prices. Every budget. It's
We try to keep it to where people aren't spending a whole bunch. But you can go on rebelcigar.com. That's our website. rebelcigarlounge.com, sorry. And then also our Facebook is Rebel Mobile Cigar Lounge.
and how many different packages do you offer?
Right now we're offering 4 different packages with
Depending on the
different
size.
Yeah, the size, because we can offer a canopy as well. We have a 10 by 20 canopy that we can set up, put chairs and stuff like that in it.
And how many hours are you usually there for? Do you charge for the hour? Or is it a book rate, like 4
So,
hours, 2 hours?
We ask a minimum of 2 hours, right? Because it's a lot to get set up. You don't want to get set up and then just immediately tear back down.
Yeah.
And then also, most of the cigars are going to take you an hour to smoke.
Exactly.
Right.
You want to be
I mean-
set up while you're smoking.
Right.
Be like, oh, sorry, you're gonna
Yeah,
throw
yeah,
that
yeah.
out.
Well, we'll set up, but 2 hours. I mean, your people are coming in, you're talking, and you want to be able to sit down and enjoy your cigar and not rush through it.
I guess.
Right. So, and then if it comes down to the time, we have where we can add on hours if need be.
You just
We're
need to
pretty
get a hold-
flexible.
Yeah.
That's very
Just need
good,
to get a
man.
hold of you guys. You will talk to them, figure it out, and find out the best plan for their party.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's right.
So
All
you
right.
guys can catch them this weekend, Saturday, if we don't have rain.
Well, if we have rain, pinups and pistons will be
It'll be
will be a wet t-shirt contest. So come out anyway.
Perfect.
No, it won't.
Cheetah pull.
No. But we will figure it out. But yes, you can see them this Saturday at the Pinups and Pistons at the Fort Worth Indian Motorcycle from 12 to 4. They're going to be set up. So we have the pinup contest and the bike show. And we have the Kiowa. Am I saying that right?
The helicopter.
The helicopter, the Kiowa helicopter from the Fort Worth Aviation Museum, going to be put on display.
That's
as
always
well.
a big hit, man. They were out there last year. It's
I love the
beautiful.
Fort Worth Aviation
Yeah.
Museum. They always like stand up for me. I love
That's right. Come out and vote for Sammy Cherry
Yes,
Rebel.
she's in the
She
pinup
will be in the pinup
Oh, you're in the
contest.
Yes, she
pinup contest.
is.
All right.
Yes, she's going to be in the pinup contest. We got a
Very
bunch of
cool.
lovely ladies, but yes, she is in
And-
it. So come on out and
And
vote.
if you're any of the ladies out there want to be part of it, just hit up Pitbull. There's still plenty of spots available
you can
for
show up that
pinups,
day.
right? And you know, real quick, this is a pinup, not a bikini contest. It's a pinup.
This is
This
be
is
classy, my
it's
friend.
classy with a little bit of sassy.
A little
you said?
classy, sassy, and a little badassy.
Yeah, there you go. And it's all Rosie the Riveter type of, not Rosie the Riveter, but
Well, the theme is red, white, and radiant this year. Last year was red, white, and I can't remember retro. This year's red, white, and radiant. So basically, bring out your Rosie the Riveter meets glam. So you can be in shorts and a denim tank top and a little sequence bandana, or you can go full glam. It's all about how you figure out the patriotic vibe you want to put out for your red, white, and radiant.
right. We're celebrating 250 years of U.S. history right here. Come out, support this. It's Memorial May. No better time to come out and just really uplift our country and bring it to a better place and show your red, white, and blue when we go to Indian. And it's going to be a great, great, great event.
And everything that we're doing for the Pinups and Pistons, look at me today. Pinups and Pistons is benefiting the women veterans of Camp Shield who are we are going to, God dang it. Have another topo.
There must be gin in that.
Yeah. So, yes, Camp Shield is our beneficiary for the event. The strong women of Camp Shield, who are you going to have on next? So stay tuned.
Yeah. It's all about empowering our veterans, empowering our United States of America, and supporting businesses such as yourself. So I want to thank you both. We'll see you on Saturday.
Yes.
And once again, check out Rebel Mobile Cigars for your next event. And I want to thank you guys for joining us here on the 99.
We really appreciate it.
All right. Once again, man, we're going to have Camp Shield coming up. The ladies of Camp Shield, the United States military, man, that's what it's all about. It is 250 years. Let's celebrate Memorial May, but let's also honor and remember those who allow us to do what we do each and every day on this radio, giving us the freedom of speech, and they fought and died for us. Let's never forget that. We'll be back right after this.
Your bike turns heads. Your gear should too. Milwaukee Motorcycle Clothing Company has classic leathers and bold new designs you won't find anywhere else. Shop top brands plus exclusive MMCC originals. Right now, our listeners get 20% off their entire order. Use promo code 99%. Visit MilwaukeeMotorcycleClothing.com today.
My name is Carol Sankey, and I ride with 99.
Hey, I'm Homie, and I ride on the 99. You can watch it every Wednesday, 99% Radio. Oh, beautiful people, I am Jazz. I ride with 99, baby. Woo! 99% Radio, every Wednesday. Stay tuned. Woo! Y'all be fantastic.
When you happen upon somebody that has DV, disabled veteran license plates, don't automatically assume that those belong to a man. Hi, my name is Maggie Peterson, and I am the founder and CEO of Camp Shield. I started Camp Shield because of my own traumas that I had experienced pre-military, in the military, and post-military. And I knew that there needed to be somewhere safe and secure for women veterans to come heal and grow.
I think what Camp Shield truly did for me personally is instill a sense of purpose that I love. I love being a part of the community, but I also love serving other women veterans. My life is different because of it. Very different.
Transitioning out of the military is difficult for many women veterans. First of all, while we're in the military, we are very visible. When we transition out into the civilian world, we become the most invisible veterans that there are. A lot of times, they never speak about their military service. Unfortunately, because a lot of them experienced a really tough time in the military.
I went because I wanted something for my life. Not thinking that would happen.
Things happen to women veterans in the military, such as military sexual trauma, that people don't want to talk about, and it needs to be talked about.
And not thinking that I wasn't somewhere safe, that when you report it, nothing happened.
At Camp Shield, we like to say, connections save lives.
It's like somebody hand you a toolbox, and you have a lot of tools in there to work with. It's the best way I can sum it up. There are a lot of tools, and they're my own personal tools.
The women that come through our programs will tell us it was not only life-changing, but many times life-saving.
I was in the Army for 17 years, and they do a great job of breaking you down and building you into a soldier, but they do not prepare you for coming back to being a civilian, to living in society.
We build from the resilient challenges that we faced while we were in service or out of service, a space that is peaceful and a space of women who are celebrating what they've been through.
Hey, welcome back to the 99% Radio Network. Hey, that was Rebel Mobile Lounge Cigars, man. Check them out. They're right here in the Crowley area, supporting the whole DFW area and beyond. If you have an event going on and you want a mobile cigar trailer at your event, check them out at rebelcigars.com and be the hit of the party, man. Having those guys there, it would add everything to your party. Right now, man, we want to bring on the ladies of Camp Shield, our United States veterans, female veterans who support our country, support our home, support our homeland, and they empower each other. I want to welcome Rose Fagan and Kerry Ray. Welcome. Reyes, sorry.
Reyes, no worries.
Sorry.
That's okay. Hello, we're glad to be here. Thank you for having us.
Thank you. So, ladies, one thing when Pitbull brought this up, I was just over the top, man, because I love the empowerment that you give each other. We need so much more of that in our country because people around the world really fail to recognize many of our female veterans out there that really do as much as the men do.
Yes, absolutely. We're out here, and Camp Shield is a place that we can come to together and heal and grow and connect, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful experience.
I do a lot of stuff with I have a nonprofit called the Badge of Honor. We do a lot of stuff with mental health and with post-traumatic stress injury. I don't call it disorder because it's not a disorder. It's a mental health injury from TBIs or it's damage to your brain. And one thing we see a lot is a lot of men will go to bars or go to the VFW, or they'll come in. Women seem to internalize that, and because they get back into the family life, they get back into what their routine and what they're doing. And what you're doing is you are helping those women so much at Camp Shield because you guys endure the same post-traumatic injury as the male counterparts. And I don't think we've recognized that enough.
Yes, absolutely. And I was so I just smiled because you guys played the ABC interview, and that's such a good depiction of it. Includes a few women veterans, giving their testimonials about their experience with Camp Shield. And you're right, we have stories to tell that are very similar to any other person who has served in the military, no matter their gender. And you also mentioned about that we get back into family life and things of that nature. Women tend to still have to hold those caregiving roles, parenting roles, on top of having to deal with very similar struggles when they leave the service. Yes.
And I think that impacts the women more because, like I said, they internalize it. They don't have a chance to vent stuff out. They don't have a chance. And if a woman veteran goes into a circle of men, she's going to feel a little intimidated to speak her true feelings or her stresses that she endured because of the male dominance that this society plays.
Well, they
And
might
it,
not
you know,
be able to. They're not going to be able to.
they're not going to open
relate.
up. They're not going to open.
Yes, exactly. And I use the example of we have veterans in the big picture, right? And then there's a subgroup of combat veterans that most people know. That's the word we use. And they even feel that they're different from other veterans who haven't experienced combat. So it's a similar concept with women, whether or not we've experienced combat. Sometimes we're combat veterans and female. And so, just what you just said is, true, because we need that space where we can relate. We need that space where we feel comfortable. And we have so many women that come through our programming and our services and our retreats that say, I haven't even acknowledged that I'm a veteran. I've never even acknowledged my service. I don't feel like it mattered. Those are exact words that I've heard.
No, it does matter. I've been around in many campfires, and one thing that I say is trauma has no value, right? Everybody's trauma is different, no matter what it is.
Right.
Deployment alone, when you raise your right hand, here's where the trauma begins. And it doesn't matter if you've been in combat or if you were just at a naval base or an Air Force base or a Marine base here in the States. Once you raise your hand and you swear an oath to the United States of America to lay down your life for this country, right there the trauma begins, because no other job in this world asks you to die for a stranger. And right there, that is a stress that nobody could deal with unless you've raised your right hand and took that oath.
Absolutely.
And right there, so everybody's the same. It doesn't matter if you were in combat or if you were deployed for 6 months or if you did 4 years on a base out here. That's still trauma away from your family. That's still on that 24-hour, 7-day a week, waiting for that phone call that you may be deployed.
Right.
That's still something that does damage to your brain. And people have to realize that. So it's not about killing or murdering or whatever. It's about the service that you guys are performing. And I give you guys such mad props.
Yes, thank you. And it's the props. Obviously, we have a huge team now. Camp Shield has grown so much, but it wouldn't be possible without Maggie. Camp Shield's turning 10 years old next year. She founded Camp Shield back in 2017, and I have never come across, and I'm a licensed counselor. I'm in the mental health field. I'm also a woman veteran. And so I've seen all kinds of resources and things out there, and Camp Shield is very unique. There's nothing like it.
What branch did you serve in?
I served active duty 2 enlistments in the Air Force. I was a mental health technician in the Air Force.
Very nice.
Enlisted, worked in the Air Force hospitals. I always joke that I was, every branch has their version of it, but the ADAPT program or whatever they want to call it, I was the person they had to come see if they got a DUI or underage drinking,
like you had a lot of those.
Fun cases.
We did, unfortunately, but there's a job for that for a reason in the military. But yeah, I served 2 enlistments active duty, 2002 to 2010, and then I was medically retired in 2010.
So, when we talk about the Vietnam era and we talk about World War II, 2002 to 2010 were probably the scariest times
Sure were.
to be in the military. That was post 9/11. This country was so unstable on terrorism that you had no idea what the next day would hold. So God bless you for those years of service, because those were the hardest times in this country.
They really were. And I always think back to 9/11. I was a senior in high school, and I had just went to MEPS a week before 9/11 and raised my right hand to do the delayed enlistment program week before. And
I was in basic during 9/11.
And just a side note,
I was a freshman in college at a party.
Yeah, Rose Fagan, who's here with me today, we served together while we were both active duty, and now both serve with Camp Shield.
Well, Rose, tell us about your experience with Camp Shield. And, you know, you're making me feel my age because you were in high school and Pippa goes, well, I was in high school with 9/11. I was a first responder. I went to 9/11.
He was a
so
yes,
to hear that you guys were in high school, I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting so.
I hear you. But I say that I say that to say that I was an 18-year-old, 17 at the time, and I had just enlisted in the military, and then 9/11 happened, and I was like, oh,
how funny was that?
You know, wow, this is wild.
Rally up.
Yeah, you know,
Like-
I couldn't imagine. All of a sudden, you just enlisted, and all of a sudden, we have the worst terrorist attack on U.S. soil in our nation's history, and you're like, oh shit, what did I just sign up for?
Well, but then people said, you're brave. You
Yeah,
know?
without a doubt.
I just felt like I just did what I had to do. I just, but anyways, you were.
Rose, what made you? What did you have military in the family, or what made you say, I want to go join the military. I want to be part of this.
I did. I am actually the first woman in my family to join the service. All of my male cousins and uncles all served in some branch or another. So I was the first in my family. So why I decided, I was 21 at the time and didn't really have a lot of choices. So I thought I would sign up and see how that went for me. And it went very, very well.
And you had a lot of choices.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what a 21-year-old is doing right now? Sitting on a couch watching cartoons, eating Cheerios in their mom's basement. That's what 21-year-olds are doing right now.
That was me minus the mom's basement. So I do have to give you guys much credit because that is one of my biggest regrets. Because my dad was in the military. He was a full bird colonel, and I felt like I had to do everything opposite. So I did.
You were rebelling.
I was,
You were
and
rebelling.
then I look back on it, and it is one of my biggest regrets not actually doing what he was telling me to do.
I tell
Go in
you,
the service.
when I got out of high school, after we finished doing the stone carvings, that long ago.
I was like,
see, you don't even know you're so young. You don't even know what stone carvings are. See, they didn't teach you that shit in high school. So when I left high school, most of my graduating class went right into the service.
Oh, most of mine did
They,
too.
because we had recruiters coming to the high schools.
Well, I was right out of I was Junction City, Kansas. Fort Riley was right there.
Oh,
so
okay,
yeah,
okay.
I mean, that was all a melting pot. And so it was one of those things like, everybody's doing it. I'm not doing it.
Everybody's doing weed too, so I'm going to just smoke weed.
Yeah. That's what happened.
Yeah, choices.
That was my youngest sibling, my little sister. Me and my brother joined the Air Force back to back, 2 years apart. And then my little sister said, I ain't doing that. I'm not doing that. Well, 2 years later, she enlisted in the Air Force, and I'll just give her a shout out. She's will be in 20 years this year and just made Chief Master Sergeant in the Air Force.
Wow.
The girl that everyone said, oh, you're joining the military?
See, I love that.
So
Yes.
good, man. Your parents got to be so proud.
Oh yeah, my mom
Three-
is my mom.
Three
is
girls in the
proudest.
Air Force, man.
Well, but one boy.
Oh, one
my
boy.
brother. Yeah. So 3 of her 4 children she sent off to boot camp.
What happened to the fourth, man? What happened?
My oldest
Don't
sister.
talk about them.
My oldest sister. She's great. She just
No, I'm kidding.
joined the military. But yeah, I think we all have a story to tell when
Yes,
it comes to
yes.
why we joined and all that stuff. Yeah.
I love that my son's 10, and my husband, he was in the 82nd Airborne, and my son is like, I want to do it. Like, I love the fact that he wants to get in. I love that. And we have nobody in that we hang out with that is military necessarily,
No.
like as far as close knit. And he just out of the blue, I want
He
to join
wants
the
to go.
military. I'm like,
Awesome.
do it.
You know, it was so great. We just went to the Rattlesnake Rally, and with your husband,
Mhm.
with the 82nd Airborne, and this is to all of the younger kids out there, if you're listening, man, this is where you build bond. You bond with people and you grow a family that you didn't know how big it would be. Because we're at the Rattlesnake Rally and we're talking to a guy from the 82nd Airborne.
He had a hat on.
He had a hat on. So we started talking to him. And then all of a sudden Springer comes over. He starts talking, and they spoke for hours.
Then they were
hours, man, and it was like they knew each other forever.
Mhm.
You know, and that's what
Oh,
the
yeah.
military brings together. It's that common bond that you can't replicate that
You
anywhere
can't.
in the world
You can't.
with any job.
No.
You think a guy goes, "Oh, you worked for IBM?
You work for
Oh, me
FedEx.
too."
Hey!
Oh, man,
Yes,
you got a FedEx hat on.
exactly.
Good.
Yes. And that's why having resources like Camp Shield or other just veteran spaces where veterans can come together and just be, and experience that, because you're right, you don't experience that anywhere else to the level that the military provides.
You guys do a lot more than just giving resources. You guys do like camps or retreats and stuff. So
right,
it's more than just resources. It's creating a bond and a family within the community.
Absolutely.
With sisterhood.
Tell us a little bit about like one of the retreats. Like
Yeah.
what if there's a female veteran out there that is listening and
Yeah.
say, "Hey, this sounds really interesting." What would they look forward to when they get to one of your retreats? Because I know you do several.
You do family ones and you do just, the women veterans, right?
Well, so yes, we do 2 retreats per year, spring and fall. We host them in Rockport, Texas. We're able to host 20 women and 10 children at each of those retreats. We are working on launching our first full-blown family retreat by 2027, where we want to be able to, have not just the woman and the children, but their spouse, their caregivers, the family unit. Because one of the things that we know happens is generational healing. When one person gets that healing started and that journey started, it has ripple effects across the family. So we do 2 retreats a year, our She Thrives retreats. And those are kind of our signature retreat. We are growing and expanding, and we get over 100 applications at least to each retreat, and we can only host 20 based on funding. So every dollar, any kind of support in that way helps us be able to expand and reach more veterans. In addition to that, twice a month we do virtual peer support groups that are facilitated by peers. I facilitate one of them, and then right now, actually, at 4:30 p.m., third Wednesday of the month, we do Wonder Woman Wednesdays. Yeah, and so they're just like I said, Zoom, virtual peer support. People can hop in and just connect with other women veterans. We do that every month. And then throughout the year, we collaborate with other partner organizations here in Houston. We are the veteran service community is thick here in Houston. There are so many organizations and resources, and we are, 10 years old next year. And so we're pretty well established here. We do the Women Veterans Empowerment Expo every June. And we do a holiday party every year for women veterans and their children. We do back to school giveaways. We do all kinds of stuff.
Are you guys partnered with Carry the Load?
Carry the Load. I have heard that. Sounds so familiar. We are not formally connected with them, but I've heard
But
of
did you
them.
see on their website that they have
I will-
all their events, like what's coming out?
Yeah,
for the
I will
upcoming
get
year?
you, because that's going to be this weekend here in Dallas. But we're a partner with Carry the Load, and they do all the 501c3s. It's 5 different states, California, New York. They all walk here to Dallas, and everybody meets in River Sean Park. Because it's like, who are you carrying for? And people carry pictures, and it's a wonderful event. I'll get you all.
Oh,
the
I love
information.
it. Yeah, I feel like I've heard of it for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
They have been a great supporter of us as a 501c3.
Mhm.
All the money raised goes back to all those 501c3 organizations. So all the money can't Carry the Load raises goes back to your foundation. So make sure that I get you all the information on how you can
Yes, please.
participate
Yes.
next year. For those who don't know what a 501c3 is, it's private. It's a non-charitable organization. Many people do not get paid within their organization. Everybody's volunteer or passion or like-minded driven. So they rely on privately funded people like us and corporations to help them. They don't get government assistance. So like when you heard that there were 100 applications going into Camp Shield and they can only fund 20, it's because they have to pay for food, lodging, transportation. All this stuff costs money for our veterans. And when they can only supply for 20, and that means 80 people have to wait till either next year or wait for a waiting list. But with your help out there, $5, $10, $20, whatever you guys can do, you put that money over to Camp Shield. I'm sure you have a donate button on your website.
We do. Yes.
All you have to do is just donate. And if everybody donates just a little bit, maybe next year they can do 40 veterans or 60 veterans. But without your help, without the private donor help, they cannot keep providing these services.
Well, that's why we're going to help with Pinups
Yes.
and Pistons this weekend, if the weather permits. And in fact, that's what I've been telling the vendors, how they pay to get their vendor slots. They are actually going onto your Camp Shield page, and they're donating directly through that, and they're sending me a screenshot.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So that's why I know. Battling Betties does not hold any money. Everything is going directly to you guys for
Great.
the Pinups and Pistons. Excuse me.
Thank you.
And anything that we collect that day, I know we have a QR code for our radio station. We will transfer that to you guys that day.
Yes.
The Pinups and Pistons is going to be May 23rd at the Fort Worth Indian Motorcycle. We are watching the weather, and everybody's watching. I think it's just scattered showers.
That's it.
I think it's going to be fine.
It's going to be
fine.
nice and sunny.
But yes, I'm going to make a call by like Friday morning, Thursday night. I think we're fine. But yes, that's my idea. I'll get a hold of you guys. But everything's going to be going on this plan. We're going to have a bike show, pinup contest. We have a Kiowa helicopter going to be on display from the Fort Worth Aviation Museum.
Great
as
photo
well.
ops for that one.
Yes. And then we just had on the Rebel Mobile Cigar Lounge, which will also be set up for the guys showing and the ladies showing off their bikes. They can sit there and have a cigar and watch the pinup contest and donate to Camp Shield.
Yep.
Yes. And Rose and I are geared up and ready to attend so long as it's happening.
Yes, I know. It's out of my hands, but I think we're fine. Scattered showers here in Texas don't mean much. And we're
Right.
still 40%. I mean, if we get to 65, I'll be concerned, but right now I'm not so concerned.
I think everything's going to stay either south or north of us.
It splits.
Everything usually splits right around the
It
Metroplex.
does. And we might get
I
like
think
a
we'll be
little
blessed.
sprinkle.
Yeah,
just
that's
to
okay.
cool us off, but that's it.
That's fine. So, ladies, I want to thank you so much for joining the 99% Radio Network. We are here to help you and support you in each and every thing that you do. We can't wait to meet you ladies on Saturday, and we are going to raise a lot of money for Camp Shield and for all the women veterans out there. If you're out there and you come on down to Indian Motorcycle on Saturday, all you donate, support, and be something bigger than yourself.
12 to 4.
Yes. These ladies served our country. It's time for us now to serve you. So let's show them our support.
We are so appreciative of this opportunity, and if anyone wants to visit our website, it's campshield.org. Pretty straightforward, but happy to answer any questions or anything at all that people might have.
Awesome.
Fantastic. Well, Rose and Kerry, thank you again. We will see you Saturday at the Pinups and Pistons.
Yes.
And thank you both for your service on this Memorial May.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
God bless.
Thanks, guys.
Man, when you told me about Camp Shield, I just talking to them, I kind of got chills because I love this stuff. This stuff runs through you, and when you could help out another organization like the way Battling Betties are helping out Camp Shield, it is such a giving nature it brings back humanity. I love this.
Yes.
It
I love
really
their
does.
opening. I just always don't always think it's a man. And it goes
Yeah.
into their commercial. I'm like,
Oh my
yeah.
God. If you missed that interview, replay this after the show, because you know what? I'm telling you, I want to grab the change out of my pocket and donate because it makes me happy. I love that, and I definitely love we have to raise the awareness bar for our women in the military service. We have to highlight them, we have to support them, and we have to promote them as much as we can. Talking about promotions and talking about giving back. Now, our next guest, Jeff, he's a real estate agent, but he is a United States Marine Corps veteran. He is a proud retired law enforcement officer, and he now, after he's retired from the military, retired from law enforcement, he's in a real estate business, and now he's continually giving back to our veterans and even more. You're going to have to stay tuned to listen to this one. We'll be back right after this.
What we believe in at Glenn Larson Law is doing one thing and doing it really well. When I meet people, I always tell them we're going to uncover every single rock possible. That's the medical component, that's your story and your voice.
We've solely focused on personal injury, whether that be a slip and fall accident or a commercial 18-wheeler, a motorcycle or DWI, motor vehicle accident. We specialize in that and that only.
When someone says, my neck really hurts, I know exactly how that feels. There's so much more to an injury case dealing with the pain level that people go through and how it affects their lives. And I know how to advocate to make sure that the insurance companies take all of that in consideration in every case.
We're very transparent and open to always keep them informed and stay on top of their case at all times.
Because we're a little bit smaller in team numbers, we're able to really dive into every single case and develop not only a client relationship, but a friendship and a lifelong connection.
We're on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We'll meet you anywhere, at the scene, in the hospital, at your home. Whatever's best for the client, we will do every single time.
There is a connection component that I believe our firm is committed to. We want to be connected with you and your family beyond this case so that you know that you have a lifelong partner. Not just a case, but a lifelong connection and a lifelong voice. And we look forward to serving you.
I'm Jeff, founder of Lead the Way Home Savings Program, and I have over 18 years of service between military and law enforcement, and my wife has over a decade of service as a teacher. We recognize that people that serve because they like giving back to their communities, not because they want anything in return. And one thing we want to do is give back to them. That includes veterans, police officers, firefighters, teachers, ministers, medical professionals, and all supporting personnel. Our application process is easy. Just go to our website at leadthewayhomes.com.
Hey, welcome back to the 99% Radio Network. Here in the Fishbowl, we just had the ladies of Camp Shield, the empowerment, Hey, you messed up. You messed up a couple times. The empowerment of women veterans for the upcoming Pinups and Pistons bike rally
At Fort Worth.
At Fort Worth. And if you have a motorcycle,
It's $25 for registration. There is no pre-registration fee. You just show up that day at 9:30 early, and you just pay.
now speaking about the pre-registration, did you say you were having an issue which people were like trying to?
Oh, there's
scam?
always a
The
scam.
scams
There's
going on.
always a scam. Every time I do an event where there's a car show or bike show, I get somebody like chimes in on my feed, and they'll say, "Oh, register with me," and they try to steal. So, no.
Yeah, so that's why everything is.
If you
just
show up
come
and said you paid,
register.
I'm sorry. We did
Yeah.
not collect. We are collecting only that day.
Hey, I just saw who picked up on our feed is Myers Jackson, the
Hey!
Texas auctioneer, man.
Speaking of
Myers, how you doing, brother? He has been all over, and I saw it today, and I I don't know when you did this, either yesterday or today. How was that hot yoga? Put it in the comments. You guys looked totally wiped out in the car.
Yeah, I'm not doing
have you
that.
ever done hot yoga?
Nope.
But
I have.
No
You
desire.
have done hot?
Very hot.
No.
Very hot. Does it wipe you out? They looked. I don't know how he drove. They were just like, oh, but they looked relaxed.
Yep. It's the only yoga I've done is one
Hot
time.
yoga?
Yep.
You only went once?
I went once.
What made you do it? Just-
Somebody I knew when I was based in California.
Did you feel good?
Ah,
afterwards?
see, he's a
Or did
California.
you feel like,
it's
oh,
a
I'm a sweaty
California
mess?
thing.
Well, work took me to California. I'm a Texan.
So
Hot yoga is 20 miles on the bike in the middle of July for me.
my God. But I'm sure they felt so refreshed and so,
Sure.
yeah.
Sounds great.
Sounds great. It's
Sounds
like a sweaty
awesome.
mess.
Sounds awesome.
Hot yoga. Oh, damn hot. Yeah, I
Mhm.
bet. You guys looked it, man. But I hope you're feeling good today, and thank you for tuning in. We got Alton Wells with Spokes for Hope on here. Alton We will talk soon. Another amazing non-for-profit, Alton Wells. Thank you for tuning in. So we once again, we got Jeff, United States Marine Corps, Leo, retired Leo, and a supporter of a lot of non-for-profits. Right here, Operation,
JC.
Operation, what is it?
Rock the Troops.
Rock the Troops. Operation Rock the Troops. And that's right here in Fort Worth, which is a beautiful venue, by the way.
We used to donate RVs to them when I owned an RV rental business.
Oh.
So yeah, and we met at that last grand opening. Your daughter is an amazing singer.
Oh yes. Actually, I think we met at the
Celebrity Softball.
Yes,
Yep, we met at Celebrity Softball, and then we met again.
We didn't know you were her dad.
Yeah, you don't look old enough to be a dad. That video was 10 years ago, man.
She doesn't look like she's about to be 28.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You guys got some good genes, man. Really got some good genes.
Walmart brand.
Calvin Klein.
So, you continue to give, your whole family continues to give back. I mean, even your daughter, she's constantly giving back her time, her passion, and giving back to so many different charitable events, especially Celebrity Softball. And then you got Valor Venture, and you got so many different things going on. Tell us a little bit about some of the stuff you're doing.
Yeah. So, going back to giving back, one thing I learned, going back, I went in the Marine Corps 35 years ago, went in law enforcement 26 years ago. I had an easy ride in the Marine Corps. I joined during Desert Storm. It was done by the time I got there. So I got out, had an easy ride. The battles I saw were on the streets as a police officer. One thing that always tore me up as a police officer was anything with kids, whether they're abused, whether they're mangled in car accidents or deaths of kids. All that stuff will just eat at you. And one thing I learned to cope with that was volunteering with organizations like Make-A-Wish. So Brittany used to go with me on granting wishes when she was a little bitty. And so we used to grant wishes together, and that always helped me with that. But, one thing going back to the Marine Corps, I started skydiving, and
jumping out of a perfectly good airplane.
Yeah.
No desire.
But, it's something I always wanted to do. I always wanted to go to the military, jump out of airplanes. The military didn't send me to jump out of airplanes, so I had to pay for it myself. But when I started skydiving, I had all these jump instructors that said that they used to be drug addicts, they were alcoholics, they were all these things before they started skydiving. And when they started skydiving, they didn't need that anymore. So that adrenaline took place. So that's my goal with Valor Ventures is, we're going to replace dealing with substance abuse or PTS or any of that stuff. We want to replace that with adrenaline. So we're going skydiving on June 6th. If anybody wants to come out. So Skydive Dallas Spaceland. We got motocross coming up. We partner with a group called Motorcycle Missions down in Austin. So they're gonna teach us motocross. So we're gonna get to jump some hills. We got Six Flags when they open that new roller coaster. We're on that. So
you bring up a great point where you're gonna switch out the addiction for some adrenaline. And as a law enforcement or a veteran, when the music stops, right, we don't know what to do with ourselves. And when you start sitting on a couch and just eating bonbons and watching Judge Judy, man, it's just not enough because we're conditioned to the adrenaline rush of the job, either be it law enforcement or the military. And when that suddenly stops, we don't have, after 20 years of service, we're like, whoa, what happened? So some people fall into that addiction of alcohol or drugs because they don't know what else to do. So you're replacing some of the job adrenaline with that dopamine dump that you need of exhilaration.
That and camaraderie and put it all together. But, and I want to mention, I see you have your 22 kilo ring on. Andy, we just lost Andy. And, it's half of my network is because of him. He started a group called 22 Kill. From 22 Kill, he started an entrepreneur group called 22 Fellowship. And we had to go audition just like we were going on Shark Tank. They filmed it, sent it to the folks funding it.
For those who don't know what a 22 ring is, there it is.
Yep, I just don't like wearing jewelry, but so I got accepted into that, and they sent us to SMU, doing their entrepreneur program. We got to learn how to build our business. Matthew JC, that's how I met him. He filmed my commercial for me through that.
Amazing guy.
We got introduced to radio, so I started my radio show that I had for 4.5 years. We went on that program and got to pitch our business, and I asked the guy that ran that studio that day, I was like, how do I start my own show? And he's like, just come up with the idea. I said, I want to have a show about charities. And so that next month we started that, but that is all because of Andy.
One thing, see, and that's just it. One venture sparks so many other ventures, and it's a ripple effect. And like when we talked to Lori Montoya before, you don't know how many lives you're impacting just by the sound of your voice, or just by sharing different things with other people. And you're changing lives, may not be on a face-to-face. It may not be a hand-to-hand with exchanging money, but
it's the word.
It's the words that count, and that means a lot. It's just like when we talk about if you could be anything, just be kind, right?
Don't be a dick.
The random act of kindness for somebody by opening up a door can change somebody's perspective of the day. They could be having a shitty day, and if you hold the door for them, and they may be like, wow, there is still humanity in
Or
the
let
world.
them
There's
in
still
when they
kindness.
merge on the road. When we merge, just let
always
them
use
in.
the-
Let them in, right?
Let them in.
I always
Right.
use the QT theory. If you go to QT, no matter who's coming in or out of that door, you always get the door held for you. So it doesn't matter
That is true.
who they are, what they are. Doesn't
You
matter.
re- you
Everybody holds the
remember the
door,
ones
and
that-
it's like, okay, that's the real world.
Yep.
It's not what we see on TV. That's the
Right.
real world. These are normal people. So yeah.
Yeah, and I think social media and the news has really made people
Divided.
disdained about the camaraderie that we still have in this country. We still do have a lot of amazing people. You see 1% of the bad on our news because that's all they highlight, and that's why here, Radio for a Reason, me and Pip will bring this out to you each and every day to highlight these amazing clubs, foundations, and organizations that are really doing so much good in the community. They're bringing people together. That's what it's all about.
All about that.
Don't watch the news, man. It's just going to bring you down. Like she said,
Only
let
watch
the
the
person
news for
merge
the
in.
weather.
Huh?
You only
the
need
weather.
it for the weather.
Especially this weekend.
Yes.
But like you even brought up a great point too with the merge, right? And I find myself when it will piss me off when someone won't let me in, and then that ruins my mood. It ruins my day because it's like you couldn't just slow down and let me in, but it ruins my day. If you do that, people are going to be in a better mood. And you just all you do, it's one, you're slowing down 5 miles an hour just to let somebody get in.
Mhm.
It's such an easy act, but we rather do the road rage.
You lose a few seconds.
Just a few seconds.
Yeah.
It's just like the hold the door thing. It doesn't take much to be kind.
There's so much other things to be mad about.
Like the weather.
No, other things. Other things.
Yeah.
Those
But
are
I
minor
mean-
things. Don't let it ruin your day.
Yeah, we'll be watching weather for June 6th also.
Now,
So
what's
you're not
going
the
on-
only one. We're
It's
going
stre-
skydiving.
Oh, you're going skydiving.
Stressful,
Right.
isn't it? When you have like a deadline and then like you have to because Texas is bipolar,
Right.
So it might be great, and then where's this big tornado cloud coming from? Yeah, it's stressful
Yeah, it's-
because then you have to dispatch and relay to everybody, and it's a lot. It's a
Yep.
lot. to
Creates
host
work.
Something.
So on your skydiving trip, how many?
I'm not
how
doing
many,
it though. I'm just letting you know.
Would you ever jump out of a plane?
Nope.
You listen. You just got into a pit with 50 rattlesnakes.
It was on the ground.
But that's still
on the ground.
That's 50 deadly snakes that at any moment could have just attacked you.
But here's the thing, I could get bit, and for a personnel to get to me was right there. Me falling from the sky.
And the personnel will be right down there.
A van would come
Doesn't
get you.
matter if I'm splat.
The van will come get you.
I've had that happen.
But I'm
Where
splat.
my main parachute didn't open, and I ended
See?
up way out in the field.
Not
and,
helping.
and,
Tell her that.
Not helping.
Well, I mean,
You have a reserve.
I'm alive.
You have a reserve.
I have a reserve.
Is that
I landed way out
But
in the
here's the
field,
thing.
and a van came and
Now,
got me.
to me, what are the odds
So
me jumping anywhere near
Well,
you that had a miracle surviving.
that was my fault because I didn't check the packing of the chute. So
I'm not
Oh,
doing
wait.
I'm a licensed skydiver. So
Oh,
I pack my own chute, and usually when I pick up my canopy, they tell me whether it's been packed or I need to repack or whatever. I didn't check it, so it's my fault.
I can't pack a suitcase. I would not trust myself packing my own chute. Would you?
Yes.
You would pack your own chute?
If I knew how. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because I trust myself.
My packing a
I
suitcase
am
is
a
5 minutes
control
before I
freak.
leave. So I mean,
But
Man.
it's the fact of like you're looking over that edge.
that is
like
the,
you think you
so-
hardcore, and you're like, oh yeah.
So
Ooh.
that's the only
Nope.
scary part. That's the fun part too. That the scary part, the adrenaline comes from exiting the
Not doing it.
airplane. So, but once you get out of the airplane, it feels like you're sticking your head out the window while you're driving down the road. It just feels like wind pushing. It does not
Really?
feel like you're falling at all.
Really?
Nope. So, and then
I
you
don't
can-
know.
Yeah, it's,
I don't know, man.
Do I get to pick my tandem?
Come on. Springer was in the 82nd Airborne. They jumped
Yeah.
out of planes for a
And
living.
we
I
said-
live with the man. That's the last person I want to get the fuck out the plane. That's
So-
what's
Yeah, you don't want Springer pack in your suit.
So we used to we used to camp out at the 82nd barracks. So all our friends were 82nd guys.
You
so,
distract him while I don't get on the plane.
so yeah, we'd go camping out over at their barracks.
Springer would be like, all right, I'll pack your chute, but here's 2 10-pound weights, and here's a 50-pound weight for your back. Jump,
Fine.
Pitbull, jump.
I'm gonna contact Dateline.
So,
But we're gonna do other things other than skydive.
I will be
Yeah.
on the flat.
what else? What other adrenaline or things that you do? I mean,
So
the roller coaster thing sounded like a cool
Is
thing.
there?
So
What else is
so
more
with
adrenaline?
Six Flags. Okay, so I reached out to Six Flags. I said, I got a group of veterans that this is what we do. We want to be the very first humans to test this roller coaster.
The new one.
I can't get a hold of a real person. It's all AI. And I asked AI, I said, can I get a hold of a real person? They said, while we try to answer all your questions, we cannot connect you with a real person. I was like,
You can go
So
representative.
JC offered
Representative.
JC offered to get us a GoPro set up and we'd be filming live and all that stuff and his drones and all that stuff. But I can't get anybody.
Now,
I can't
there's
get
a
a real
new
person.
roller coaster?
Oh yeah, it's the world's tallest.
Really?
It's breaking 3 world records.
Really?
It will.
Is it like a vertical?
Yes. It's all
So
the
if you
things.
drive by, it's almost done. It's supposed to open this summer, but it's as tall as their the old Derrick or whatever. It's that high.
Wow.
Yeah, it's 300 something feet high.
Oh my God.
Yes. So
Would you
I'll have him do that.
you would do the roller coaster?
all
It's on the
right.
ground.
But you're going up 300 feet in the air
But what I'm on is attached to the ground.
until it's not attached.
There's a lot more reasons for me to throw a lawsuit in that
Yeah.
scenario than skydiving. So
Do you like roller coasters?
I do, but I do have titanium in my back, so
Oh
I
yeah,
have to be
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
careful.
yeah.
Like I
That-
can't do wooden roller coasters
Oh,
because my
Yeah.
spine is all titanium.
Well, most of their roller coasters need to be redone over there. So the
Mhm.
the Titan's still good, and this new one I'm looking forward to it. So
what's the name of this new one? The
the
new roller coaster?
it's got a lot. It
Backpacker
starts with a T.
Destroyer.
To rent, I don't know.
Oh my God,
It's big.
300 feet, man. Oh my God,
I just Googled new roller coaster at Six Flags. It gets me there. So
You
I
sound
can't
guy.
imagine. I can't imagine the line.
Use your Google. What's
I
the
can't-
name of the new roller coaster?
I can't
Starts
imagine
with a
the
T.
line. He's gonna Google it right now. New roller coaster at Six Flags.
We have a guy over that sits there and
But,
just watches us.
That's another thing that when you brought up the roller coasters, that's something that we don't really think of to really get that dopamine going into your brain instead of all that cortisol.
Just drive
dump.
down 35.
Oh yeah. That's right. Yeah, drive through Dallas, man.
Or
Well,
635.
there's a difference between the cortisol dumping into your brain and dopamine.
Yeah.
You want the good chemical to
That's
go
right.
into your
That's
brain.
true. That's true.
You don't want that anger, don't let me in it chemical
You
going
got
into
me
your
there.
brain.
or
you know?
dodging bullets in Dallas.
Yeah. Well, dodging. Yes.
There's that. There's that.
So do you have core group of veterans, or could anybody be part of this?
So it's veterans, first responders, patriots. So
That, like,
anybody
roller
that's, so basically the main thing is patriots, veterans, first responders that are looking to battle substance abuse. So anybody can join.
A support group. It's basically
It's-
like finding a brotherhood,
yeah.
sisterhood. So
It-
it's not like a male female. Like
Right,
we
no.
were talking about Camp Shield earlier, which
No,
is
we're not
directed
gonna-
towards female veterans, but you guys are all inclusive, everything. Just as long
Right.
as you want that support group, you want things to do and people to do it with, like-minded.
Right. So
Yeah. So
gotta love the country.
Yeah, no.
that's the requirement.
You just gotta love the country.
Don't come hating.
Yeah. I
That
mean,
that shouldn't even have to be a thing. It just should be. You know what?
you're 100% right, but it is.
But it is.
But it is, and
It
that's
is.
because of the news, CNN.
But the good thing about these groups is, so when I was actively skydiving, you could be so quiet and shy before you do your first jump, and when you do that jump, everybody's stoked. Everybody's high fiving, everybody's having a good time, everybody's just can't stop talking.
Yeah.
So it opens people up. So that's the goal, is get people talking.
Even just talking
get
about it
people
gets me
having
that. Like when you watching movies when they go over the. I'm like,
and you want something a little scary. You don't
I
want it to be
do.
easy.
True.
So
True. It,
I think you would be able to do it. I think you would be. I mean, I know you're back, but
no, I'm not worried about the back for the skydiving.
but I think
I'd be more worried about the roller coaster.
Oh, I got
No,
it
but
jacked
think,
up back.
I think you'd
so.
be. I think you would do it. Once you got up there, I think you'd be like,
Is
you know what, I
there a
can
way
do it.
to like just?
Have you ever done iFly?
I've done the slingshot thing.
Oh, okay.
I've done.
That's more dangerous than skydiving.
I was 15.
No, those fucking slingshot things
that is more scary
the-
than skydiving.
I
put
was
together by some
15.
meth head at some carnival fair.
Oh, and it was funny because like it was on loudspeaker, right? It was actually like I think it was Oklahoma State Fair. Actually, I was like 15
Oh my
years old,
God.
and it was on loudspeaker, and I didn't
Mhm.
know, like shit, over the whole.
Oh,
And I get down there like somebody has a potty mouth.
I love the videos where they pass out. So
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
my favorite.
Yeah, I've seen those where the wig falls off and
oh,
all
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
they just had a video.
But-
One of the slings broke.
Mm.
But see, that's why I'm terrified of the. And you're right, because you've done it. It doesn't feel like the. It's
Right.
the rides where you're on like the elevator death
Oh.
thing.
Mm.
That
Oh
That
yeah,
where
when your
you-
stomach goes.
that is the feeling I can't stand. So
Yeah.
like anything falling, that's what I picture if I'm going out.
Mhm.
It's gonna be this whole like
Yeah.
trying to figure out. But then I watch the videos and everyone's like, hey.
Right.
But I'm also like,
And the scariest jump I've ever done was the lowest I've ever done. So at 6,500
yeah, I don't
feet,
want to see
you
the
can see the
house. I
ground
want to see little
closer.
dots.
But
And-
the higher up you are, the easier it is.
What's
Yeah.
the average height? About 12,000 feet.
Yeah, it depends on the plane. Because smaller
I didn't
planes
even
are going to
know
go
if
up
you
to
didn't say
about
the feet.
10,000, and then twin engine planes are going to go up to about 13.
Now, when you jump out of the plane and you're free falling, how long does it take usually from the moment you leave the plane?
Can we just
to-
pop the parachute right away?
You don't want to do it that high. You'll be way off in
it'll
another
be
field.
fun.
The air will take, the wind will take you away.
So, what is it? So, there's a certain altitude that you have to
Pull by.
Pull by.
Mm-hmm. So you get
Yeah.
Yeah,
You get about-
There's
you get about 45 seconds of free fall.
So, 45-second free fall. That's not too bad.
So, I started flying. I started working on my pilot's license, and I just didn't get a rush from it. I was like, this is work. This is not fun. I like, it's even cheaper jumping out of airplanes. I'm going to go back to jumping
See, I
out of
don't want the
airplanes.
plane pulling my weight to the earth faster.
Mm.
I'd rather see. That's more terrifying. Free fall, airplane. I don't know. I'm getting
Yeah.
I'm getting anxious. I'm getting,
Yeah, I know.
He's
When
just
I
talking
did
about it.
when I did my first cross country solo as a flying, I
Oh, that's
I
gotta
freaked
be-
out on that one because I'm used to weight being over on the right side, and there's no weight holding it down. The wind is blowing, so I'm feeling the plane coming up like this, and so that was pretty
is that
scary.
why pilots have dogs?
Even it out.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
that's-
Or girlfriends.
Yeah.
yeah, but
But when you got to do your solo flight. That's got to be scary. That you're a student pilot. You got to get your license. You got to do a solo flight. So
Yeah,
you got to
solo
fly
cross
by
country,
yourself.
yeah.
Like no instructor going, no, don't do that. No, don't.
Well, my first solo,
But at that age, you'd be like,
my first solo, my flight instructor, she didn't know me. She is first time ever meeting her. She's like, how many hours you got? I was like, I think 25. She's like, all right, you need to be soloing. So she took a handheld radio with her.
25
And she's
hours?
like, we got to Bridgeport. She's like, all right, I'm gonna get out here. So she got out and told me to solo. And so I was doing, in the pattern, just touch and goes. The first one coming in, I had a habit of coming in nose high. You're supposed to come in nose down. I'm coming in nose high, and she comes over the radio right before I get to the ground. She's like, get that nose down. And I push it down, and I bounce off the ground, and I wound up out in the field.
Oh, jeez.
And I was like, well, that was embarrassing. So, but
I don't think I would have.
But did you die? No.
But the next solo flight I did a cross country, and I was a
Where'd
little
you
freaked
go?
out on that. I went to cross country is just, it's not really cross country, but it's I went to Mineral Wells and what's that?
Wait,
Well, Mineral Wells is like
From-
another
so you
country.
from here?
From where did I go from? Justin to Mineral Wells to
That's cross country.
Possum Kingdom, and then back. That's a cross country.
Oh, so you got to do a certain amount of flight mile, like
Mhm.
air time.
It's got to be so many
See,
nautical miles.
I always
But
thought
that's
when
Texas.
you had to do the cross country, I'm thinking you had to fly like from here
Oh,
to
at
like,
least over a state line.
Yeah.
No, no. That,
I mean,
so I did that one, and I did another one that went to Sherman, and I don't know.
What's
other
the
places
furthest you
there.
flew? How far?
Probably Possum Kingdom, or
Oh.
yeah, probably Possum Kingdom by myself.
By yourself?
Yeah.
Now, you ever take passengers up? Have you flown with passengers?
I flew with my daughter. She was about to get sick. Boy, she was white as a ghost in that back seat. Her
I'd
and my
be
father-in-law.
Oh my
And
god!
yeah, so I just had to hire a flight instructor to be in the seat next to me so that he could land us, because I didn't have a license, so I couldn't land the plane. I could fly it. I took off. I could fly
you
it. I just
flying
couldn't land.
dirty?
So
You flying dirty?
Hey, do we have if you scroll all the way down? Do we have Brittany on there? On the it should be all the way down on the bottom videos for a song.
Oh yeah.
Let me see if I think I got Brittany's song in there too. Let me see.
See, I was in Kansas, and my cousins actually used to do a couple of the, I don't know, they weren't doing like crop stuff, but the, whatever the crop type planes.
The crop dusters.
Yes.
Yes.
And he crashed.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
that's Wild West there.
that is Wild West.
Yeah.
He was like 16. I'm like, why did my uncle put you in a plane?
That's the kind of flying I would like to do, because that's got some adrenaline in it.
Does it?
Just the
Because
just
you're
the flying,
low,
like,
it's the whole.
oh, you're low, you're swooping in, you're low, you're making hard turns, coming back down.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's awesome. And you're dodging power lines and all that stuff.
Mm.
And but just regular just regular flying is just boring, because you're just
See, you should see her face every once in a while. He's like dodging power lines. She's like, I'm holding the throw up in my mouth that's listening to you dodging power lines.
I'm just picturing it like, that's okay. Oh, watch out. I'm thinking Indiana Jones meets Kansas. I don't know.
You know, we're gonna do a little special treat right now, because we got the father who is who's an adrenaline junkie and a military veteran, and law enforcement giving back and a whole bit.
And
Well,
a
you know what?
celebrity softball family
And,
too.
and our celebrity softball.
And Brittany's gonna be playing this year.
Is she gonna be?
Oh,
She?
oh yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
That's why she's getting all like her dancing in shape
Oh,
and stuff. She's like, all right, I'm gonna be playing this year.
It's crazy.
I've been watching her dance
She
videos.
does a lot of dance. I
does.
have never danced,
Yes.
so I
Did you
don't
see the
dance,
video
and I
of
don't know
her-
where she gets it from.
Did you watch that video of her the other day?
You're like the kicking point.
Yeah.
She's out there like,
So-
I can't even
So
replicate.
I grew up. My mom says we don't dance unless it's for Jesus. So that's how I grew up. But no,
Your
I don't dance. I can't dance, but she dances and she
sings.
sings. I don't sing. I
Your
don't know.
daughter's got such a great sense of
She's
humor,
got
because,
talent.
like you said about her videos, did you see the video the other day? She was sitting up against the wall. She goes,
Hot.
God, it's hot. She goes up, but I gotta get back.
And that's
Yeah.
dedication, because I'm like, I'd be
Yeah,
walking
yeah.
out, open up my door, be like, not today. And she's out there on the like.
I
no.
know.
Yeah.
I know. Let's play a little Brittany, and then we're gonna come back. We're gonna wrap this session up with Jeff. but we got to give props to Brittany with the great song Fearless.
On edge, I feel anxious. Thoughts running on, and I'm restless in my mind. My mind, yeah, goes so deep, taking over me. I've had enough, I'm about to break free, and I won't let it defeat me. When the darkness comes for me, I won't fear a thing. My God, He will go before me. He's all that I need. You'll pick me up in the wind I blow. You'll heal with me through it all. In you I have victory, so I won't fear a thing. Stop, I rebuke those lies. Satan's trying to win the war in my mind. I won't choose to fight and think on these things that only give me life. But just wherever I go, you're there to follow. You shelter me with your wings. I may walk through fire, but I'll go higher. Your love will dispel the beam. Yeah, when the darkness comes for me, I won't fear a thing. My God, He will go before me. He's all that I need. You pick me up in the wind I blow. You heal with me through it all. In you I have victory, so I won't fear a thing. You I am safe. You I am safe. With you I am safe. You I am safe. You pick me up in the wind I blow. You heal with me through it all. In you I have victory, so I won't fear a thing. You I am safe. You I am safe. You I am safe. You I am safe. You pick me up in the wind I blow. You heal with me through it all. In you I have victory, so I won't fear a thing. Fearless, you've made me fearless. Fearless, you've made me fearless. Fearless, you've made me fearless. Fearless, you've made me fearless.
Fearless by Brittany Parkinson. Parkerson. Parkerson, not Parkinson. Parkerson.
We are related to the Parkinsons, though.
She is going to be playing at Celebrity Softball Classic this year on September 12th here at Ryder, right?
The Riders.
Rough
Riders.
Rough Riders Field in Frisco. You got to come out, man. That is an amazing event. You've been there. What'd you think of Celebrity Softball? Was that your first year there?
Yeah, funny thing was, back when I had my radio show, that's how I was introduced to Tim, TK.
Yeah.
He would call in and announce that we were having the event, because we were actually we broadcast right next to that stadium.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And so that's how I got to know TK. And so yeah, last year was my first year to play in it.
What were your thoughts?
I thought it was amazing. I mean, just it's almost like after the event was even better.
Before the event was even better.
Saturday night, Friday night.
Because you meet all these folks, and then after the event you start meeting even more.
Yeah.
And so like just just through Facebook and things like that, everybody's posting their who they met and what they did, and all their pictures and all that stuff. And it's like it grew even bigger after.
Yeah. Yep.
And
because everybody's like-minded, everybody's out there doing their thing.
Mm-hmm.
But TK has built such an amazing family throughout the country with athletes and celebrities and just us common people,
right?
And
it
making
people
it all one people.
Yeah, people can easily meet their their favorite celebrities. Everybody's approachable.
Oh, my
So-
son loved it because he loves Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Mhm.
And yes, he got to go meet. I cannot figure his name right now. But yes, got to meet him one-on-one, and it was like, "Oh, you're not a kid anymore." And I'm like, "No, Max, that's how it works." You know,
You grow up.
Yeah,
But I mean, that's something
but he got
Max
to go
will
right
remember.
up there, and a lot of the fans. I mean, I know I had my son, and I got to bring him on the field, but you don't have all the everybody else can be right up there. You can go right to the field, get autographs.
And they'll come up in the stands too.
Oh, yeah.
But I had people come, especially at the end when they did fireworks and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But I had people come up to me and want autographs. And I was like, I'm not a celebrity. I mean,
But
I'll
like,
sign
you
it.
had the jersey on.
And then they're like, oh, don't sign it anyway. I was like, I mean, I'll sign it, but I don't think I rate to sign this. But I'll sign
Yes,
it.
you did.
But it, you know, yeah, 100%. But that's what makes the whole event fun. And you know what? When you think about like FIFA, it's coming to town, right, for the soccer, and people are spending $3,000, $4,000 on a ticket, $500 to park, when you can get a more exhilarating experience at Rough Riders Field in Frisco on September 12th. And it will cost you $10 or $15 to get in the park.
Per person.
Cost you $5 for a hot dog, not $27. And
free parking.
Free parking. And it's an amazing experience.
And it goes to a better cause.
Yeah. I mean, they raised over $1 million last year, and that got distributed to over 20 different non-for-profit organizations, from veterans to ministries to addiction to everything, helping so many people out there. And that's what it's all about. And, you know, I'm glad you guys are part of it. You're going to be a partner as well with the Valor Ventures?
So I'm sponsoring, but I'm sponsoring for my other company.
From
my real estate.
Real
business.
estate.
Yeah.
Now,
You're allowed.
jumping back, let's jump into the real estate aspect as well, because not only are you doing stuff for the veterans with the Valor Ventures, with your real estate company, you give back as well.
Yeah, so I actually have a unique company where you know, I'm the broker, and almost all of my realtors are cops or veterans or federal, you know, whatever my background is.
Right.
Most of my realtors are my background. So we got a few folks that are not, but otherwise, I mean, we all come from a service background, and we give back to those who serve. And we have a program called Lead the Way Home Savings Program. So that's just our program that we connect with through our brokerage. But Lead the Way, that's the program that I went through 22 fellowship with. And so Andy helped me get that launched.
So when you think about all the first responders from New York and California that are fleeing those cities to come here to Texas, right? You want to go to a real estate agent that is just like you, a first responder, veteran, law enforcement, who's not going to screw you, who's not going to give you the runaround. He's going to make sure he takes care of you, because it's all about the brother and sisterhood. So,
And he's a family man.
he's a family man. So when you flee California, when you flee New York, and you come here and settle in beautiful Texas, you know what? Call Jeff.
Can we
and
put
I get
them
it-
more in the East Texas though, if they're coming from
Well-
California?
Well, no, I get the good Californians. So I was an air marshal based in L.A. So I get a lot of L.A. feds. They come and they go to Houston because Houston has the second highest cost of living.
Well, that makes
allowance.
sense. LA
So-
and Houston.
So I work in Houston. I work all over Texas.
You work
makes
all over.
sense.
all over.
All over.
So
So before we break, Valor Ventures, how can people get in touch?
right now I'm just on Facebook, Valor Ventures DFW. Look for us on there. I run a group called DFW Veterans Connect too. So we got about 9,700 folks in there, just the DFW area veterans. I got Austin Veterans Connect too.
Well, do you mind, and since you're saying it's only on Facebook, do you mind if we put a little link on our website so
Yeah.
people can find you that way?
Absolutely.
Let's do it. that way.
Fantastic. Yep. So you can go to our website, hit
But
the
give
link.
me a few days.
Yeah.
I gotta get on there and do it.
Go to our supporters page, hit that link, and it'll take you right over there. Now, if somebody's buying, fleeing one of those states
Seeing
to
the
come,
light,
here to
coming to
Texas,
Texas.
For a better living, nicer living, a more peaceful living, how could they get in touch with you if they want to buy a house?
And better weather.
And
just,
better weather.
Just Jeff.net.
Just Jeff. That's right. I meant to. I was going to introduce
Can
you
you
as
please
just
have t-shirts
Jeff.
made?
I do.
He does.
Yeah. I was going to wear it, but I wore my Valor Adventures instead.
You got to go to his website. He's got
I
a
got
little cartoon. Little cartoon guy is just Jeff.
Yeah. So the deal behind Just Jeff is I didn't like being called sir, officer,
It's just
mister.
Jeff.
I said I'm just Jeff. So
I
one
want
day
a
I told
Just
my wife, I
Jeff
said, I'm going to
shirt.
get a name tag that says Just Jeff, and then I created that cartoon character, and then it was just.
But
Jeff
that's
after that,
awesome.
so.
I forgot about that. Just Jeff. So it's justjeff.net.
.net.
Nice and easy. Go to justjeff.net if you're looking to buy a home here in the Texas area. So, Jeff, I want to thank you so much, brother,
Thank
for
you for
coming
having
here.
me.
Thank you for your service. Thanks for continually give back. And we will see you again, man, at Celebrity Softball, where
Absolutely.
Brittany's going to be playing. Can't
We'll
wait.
be watching.
Can't wait.
All right. We're going to be back with the forever famous Mongolog right after these messages.
Your bike turns heads. Your gear should too. Milwaukee Motorcycle Clothing Company has classic leathers and bold new designs you won't find anywhere else. Shop top brands plus exclusive MMCC originals. Right now, our listeners get 20% off their entire order. Use promo code 99%. Visit MilwaukeeMotorcycleClothing.com today.
My name is Art Lee. I invented LifeVac to protect my family. Protect your family. Buy LifeVac now.
Thank you, Daddy.
That was us over 10 years ago.
Now, LifeVac is responsible for saving over 2,000 lives from choking.
We started this company in our garage, just hoping to make a difference, because over 5,000 lives are needlessly lost each year to choking incidents.
Help LifeVac on our mission to save lives.
In the time it takes you to pick up the phone and call, another life could be saved.
LifeVac's patented design creates a one-way suction to remove food or objects obstructing airways. All you have to do is place, push, and pull. And just like that, LifeVac can save a life from choking.
Quite frankly, I thought I was going to die. The LifeVac saved my life in 1-2 seconds.
Get your very own LifeVac now and get 20% off. Visit lifevac.net or call 877-LifeVac.
As my personal promise to you, if you order a LifeVac and have to use it, LifeVac will replace it free.
LifeVac works on adults, teens, or toddlers and can be ready in seconds and last a lifetime, guaranteed.
Best of all, you can even use a LifeVac on yourself, the elderly, physically impaired, or those that other methods may not be possible or are dangerous. In the event of a choking emergency, you could save a life, even your own.
Thank you, Daddy.
Life is precious and time matters.
Choking can happen anywhere. Help us put a LifeVac in every home, school, restaurant, car, office, everywhere.
Protecting families has always been our mission. I'm sure you love your family like I love my daughter. Do us all a favor and get your own LifeVac now.
LifeVac saves lives. Order one for your home, the office. It also makes a great gift. Use promo code Jackie and save 20%. Don't wait another minute. A life might depend on it. Go to lifevac.net or call 877-LifeVac. That's lifevac.net or 877-LifeVac. Order now.
Here at Triple Ten Aussies, we're going to find you your forever pet. We specialize in miniature and toy Australian Shepherds. All our pups are pet and family friendly. They're socialized, basic training, and a health guarantee. Check out our miniature and toy Australian Shepherds at TripleTenAussies.com or call us at 817-213-6698.
I'm David with Thunderbird Biker Supply, and I ride with the 99.
Hi, I'm Maria. And I'm Misty. And we're with POF, and we ride with the 99.
Hey y'all, I'm Janie Balderas, and I ride with the 99.
Rising loud like a storm untamed. This is where the difference gets its name.
I'm Santos Lopez of Orange County Choppers and born to ride for 45, and I ride with the 99.
Red tied up curls, high heels, flag unfurled, Lone Star stitched on their seams. Sunday drives and freedom dreams. They roll up to the VA gate. Coffee cards, they're never late. Laugh lines, old stories glow. They salute, then steal the show. Hey! Cattle and Betty's of Texas. Country first in their hearts. Pin up smiles, standing at attention. Season waves, vintage art. For every soldier, every medic on call, every siren. In the dark of the fall, they bring hope, bring heat, bring charm. Like a hook, like a shield, like an arm.
Hey, I'm Natalie Brett, widow of Daniel John Brett, U.S. Army. I am with Three Star Families of America and Heroes in the Sky, and I ride with 99.
We just wanted to let you know we're on the High Seas Rally, and it's very lonesome here at the bar without you. But Gary and
It's made up for it.
Has made up for it, and we just want to say, we ride with the 99.
We miss y'all.
We love ya.
Mongo! Santa Maria!
Never mind that shit. Here comes Mungo. Got him.
Hey, welcome back to the 99 Radio Network. Man, we just heard from Just Jeff with Val
Jeff.
Avengers. Just Jeff with Val Avengers. Check him out, man. Go to justjeff.net or check out Val Adventures on Facebook. Man, if you are a veteran, go out there, get your adrenaline fixed. And it sounded really cool. We talking about it off air a little bit more. It sounds like a great thing for all our
I think my
military.
husband would do it.
Huh?
I think my husband would. That would be something
definitely.
he needs to get into something like that.
You should get it. You should get. Spring would love to jump out
It's
of a plane.
been,
again.
yeah,
He
I'm
would love
sure
to
he
do it.
would.
That would be a great Father's Day present. Yeah. That would be a great Father's Day present.
Here's your present.
Jump out of a plane. Welcome, Mongo.
Hey, Mongo.
What's going on?
Hey, man.
So much.
It's all been about veterans, cigars today. I'm sure
Jumping
you
out
were
of
thinking,
planes.
jumping out of a plane. I'm sure you'd be like, yeah, this is a great show today.
I've jumped out of a plane one time.
On purpose?
Oh yeah, no, I did it on purpose.
Like they didn't they go. I don't know.
Hey, it's a great feeling when you see that chute open up above you. And you're like, oh yeah, good.
Yeah. Yep. It's like, oh, the condom didn't break.
That's right.
I'll float down even. That's what it feels like.
See, mine's more the fear of the anticipation. This is gonna suck.
Yep. Skate up. So Mongo, man. Hey, once again, just recapping a little bit about last week. We got to see episode 1 of American Cartel. Man, very emotional, brother. I want to thank you for sharing this story last week. We're still in Memorial May. We have to honor our veterans and our first responders and those fallen heroes throughout our country. We're coming up on 250 years. Man, that must make you feel proud as a Marine Corps veteran who takes a lot of pride in this country, Mongo. Coming up 250. Well, I mean, it's gotta be exhilarating for you as well.
To be a part of keeping the history going.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a fun celebration. I think they got lots of stuff planned.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, just my neighborhood alone is like World War VII.
Really?
Yes, because we're right out of the city lines. It is amazing. It is amazing.
So you can
shoot fireworks in your driveway. I mean, that says nothing but America right there.
That's
You're sitting there
America.
throwing $500 of fucking fireworks in your driveway with some lawn chairs and a cooler of beer.
Yeah, no, we can't do fireworks out here. We can do a little Bic lighter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're lucky we can have sprinklers in my town. Yeah, sparklers.
Yeah.
Sprinklers.
It's
Sparklers. Sprinklers. Yeah, there's a water restriction too. Yeah.
No, we put a tarp over the Jeep
Oh,
because
yeah, I
it's like
bet,
that.
man.
It's like that, dude.
That's gotta be
And
cool.
even if we weren't throwing them off, it is every house. I mean, I'll do a video. I
Yeah,
think I
that's gotta be
got some.
cool.
I mean, I've never lived in a neighborhood like
Do
that.
you? Does it pack your dogs a lot? Like
My dogs don't give.
They don't care.
They don't care.
My dogs hate fireworks. You got to put. I'm shoving puppy cones
No,
down their
I
throat.
get why. I mean, most
Yeah, yeah,
dogs
yeah,
are
yeah.
like that. Mine, they don't
They're
care.
okay with it?
One can't hear.
Oh.
The other one, we shoot guns
Oh,
and we
yeah.
have motorcycles, so they hear "Wah!" all the time in their driveway, in the garage. So I don't think
You shoot guns in your house?
I would take them with me
Oh.
sometimes when I gotta hide the body
There you go. Out in the field. All right, Mongo.
next to the pig pit. Just kidding. What? Hey, Mongo.
What's what's the famous Mongo log about today?
Today it is about labor unions and the early labor union movement.
Ooh, what a topic! Since Kathy Hochul just blamed Trump on the railroad strike, saying it was all about the unions, and Trump had nothing to do about it. So I'm really looking forward to hearing this.
All right. Well, we're ready to go.
Let's go. Let's get started. Let's jump into some unions.
All right, here we go. Labor unions were established primarily during the Industrial Revolution in response to the harsh realities faced by workers. Labor unions were formed in response to poor working conditions, low wages, and long hours during the Industrial Revolution, with the aim of improving the rights and conditions of workers. Don't forget that as civilized as we try to think of ourselves, in the earliest 20th century, child labor was widespread in the United States. Children as young as 5 years old were working in factories, mines, and other hazardous environments. Fortunately, at least for the 5-year-olds, we've actually come a long way since then. The first significant labor unions in the U.S. emerged in the early 1800s. They were advocating for better treatment and representation of the workers. The need for organized representation became evident as workers sought to improve their rights and conditions at work. Their formation marked a significant step towards improving labor rights and conditions, laying the groundwork for future advancements in the work environment, in addition to the workers' rights. However, labor unions can lead to less worker autonomy, as members must adhere to union rules and decisions. As they used to tell us in the old credit card commercials, membership has its privileges. Membership, however, also comes at a price. Union membership requires the paying of union dues, which can be a financial burden for some workers. Some unions allocate their dues to pay the high salaries for their union leaders and maintain occasional luxurious union headquarters. This can lead to dissatisfaction among the mere dues-paying members. Union members must also follow the rules set by the union, which may not always align with their personal preferences or career goals. With unions, workers lose the ability to negotiate their own terms of employment directly with their employers. Collective bargaining is the primary method used by unions to negotiate for pay and benefits. Unionization can also create adversarial relationships between management and employees, leading to tensions in the workplace. Union rules may at times also prioritize seniority over actual skill, ability, and merit, potentially hindering the advancement of newer and more motivated or desirable employees. Unions can drive up wages and benefits, which can lead to increased operational costs for the employer. This dynamic creates a careful balance between management and union membership. This balance can also result in higher prices for the consumer and reduced competitiveness in the free market. At times, strikes will be called for by the union leadership. Union leaders may also call for strikes which disrupt business operations that can lead to financial losses for both the workers and the employers. I'm familiar with poor working conditions. I left home when I was 17 years old. I felt that my parents were tyrants and they allowed me very limited free time. Before my time became my free time, my school assignments had to be finished. This, of course, is not an unusual demand. However, I was also forced to work like a starving Jamaican with 3 simultaneous jobs plus chores at home. So, being the genius problem solver that I was at 17, I left home and joined the Marine Corps. Now, as you can imagine, I didn't think that decision all the way through. But as I look back now, it shaped me for the rest of my life. The military isn't an organization that looks kindly upon unions and group work actions. Strikes by members of the U.S. military are illegal and explicitly prohibited under the Uniform Code of Military Justice. And any act of mutiny or sedition, including organized work stoppages, is considered a serious offense and can result in severe punishment, including imprisonment and even the death penalty in certain wartime scenarios. The unique nature of military service, with its demands for absolute obedience and unwavering commitment to national security, makes strikes incompatible with its core function. As with any organization or operation where individuals have the ability to operate either unsupervised or with little supervision, labor unions are just like every other organization. They have been involved in numerous scandalous behaviors over the years. These issues are primarily involving corruption, embezzlement, and the infiltration of unions by organized crime. These issues have raised significant concerns about the integrity and management of unions involved. Union officials oftentimes have been implicated in embezzling funds from union dues and the members' pension plans. This has led to significant financial losses for the unions and their members. Over the past decade, there have been numerous indictments and convictions of union officials and their various crimes, to include fraud and corruption. For instance, the Department of Labor's Office of Labor Management Standards reported 725 federal indictments with 693 convictions of various union officials. Organized crime groups, particularly during the Prohibition era, infiltrated labor unions to exert control and profit from illegal activities. These activities included extortion and racketeering, which became major sources of income for these groups. Ongoing investigations by the Department of Labor continue to uncover links between organized crime and labor unions, highlighting the persistent and ongoing issues of corruption within the labor movement. There have been calls for reforms to improve transparency and accountability within unions, aiming to protect members from malfeasance by union officials. Scandals have highlighted the need for ongoing vigilance and reform within the labor unions to protect the interest of the members and maintain the integrity of the labor movement. The United States was established through rebellion against British rule. This movement was driven by colonists who sought independence and the right to self-govern. Much like the American Revolution, the American labor movement is a collective effort by workers to improve their rights, wages, and working conditions through organized unions and collective bargaining. It has a rich history that began in the late 18th century and has significantly influenced labor laws and workplace standards. Labor unions, however, can lead to less worker autonomy, as members must adhere to union rules and decisions, which may not always align with their individual preferences. Additionally, unions charge dues, which can be a financial burden for the workers and create tensions or slower advancement opportunities for the newer employees. Now, no conversation about labor unions would be complete without the mention of Jimmy Hoffa. Hoffa was a Detroit labor union leader and activist who is well known for his involvement in the Teamsters Union, as well as criminal charges that he faced while he was the president of the Teamsters. The mystery of what happened to union leader Jimmy Hoffa has baffled the public ever since his disappearance from a Michigan parking lot 42 years ago. James, I get this name hard, Busatello, a professor of criminology and criminal justice at Northern Arizona University, has a popular theory that Hoffa was murdered in a home in Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, near where he disappeared on July 30th, 1975. He believes that Hoffa was lured from the parking lot where he was to meet mafia leaders and was taken to a nearby property which was owned by a mafia member. Hoffa was then murdered at that property before he was transported to a nearby crematorium. The FBI has investigated his disappearance but has failed to find his body or to identify his killers. Ultimately, the exact nature of his disappearance remains a mystery. Of course, there's the allegation that Jimmy Hoffa was buried in or under Giant Stadium, and this story has persisted for decades. Several sources indicated that during the construction of Giant Stadium in the Meadowlands, New Jersey, Hoffa's body might have been interned there. Despite multiple investigations, including searches by the FBI, no evidence has ever been found to sustain these claims. Even after the stadium was demolished in 2010, the room remains a topic of fascination. In 2000, there was a book written by the Hells Angels. It was titled, "Three Can Keep a Secret If Two Are Dead." My opinion about Hoffa's remains is that those involved with that disappearance have been silenced forever, save for maybe one Goomba. Not coincidentally, other deaths and convenient plane crashes involving union leaders are attributed to misunderstandings with the fascinating and secretive world of organized crime. Large labor union leadership isn't always fun in the sun with all the associated perks. John Llewellyn Lewis was the leading force behind the establishment of the Congress of Industrial Organizations. Lewis promoted the principle of industrial unionism within the American Federation of Labor. The formation of the AFL-CIO can be credited to him. Lewis will forever be remembered for making almost 500,000 poorly paid and poorly protected coal miners the best paid and protected union mine workers in the world. Organized crime, specifically the mafia, exploited labor unions for financial gain. They engaged in activities such as extortion, bribery, and embezzlement of union funds. Criminal organizations have targeted unions in low-wage industries using intimidation tactics to co-opt union leaders. Once in control, organized crime can manipulate union activities to their benefit. The ongoing tension reflects broader issues within the labor union movement, including the need for transparency and accountability in union leadership. The AFL-CIO's public stance against organized crime highlights its commitment to protecting the supposed integrity of labor unions while navigating the challenges posed by the always present external criminal influences. And that, my friends, is that. Whiskey improves with age, and I improve with whiskey. My name is Mongo. Whiskey goes in, wisdom comes out. I smoke cigars and I know things. Mongo is out. And now back to you in the studio.
All right, welcome back to the 99 with Mongo and his famous Mongo log. On a flip side of that, Mongo, I agree with everything you said about unions. I grew up pro-union. I never worked anywhere in New York without being part of a union. But now that I got older, I see exactly your point. But living in a right-to-work state like here in Texas, your rights aren't as protected as they are with a union.
Oh yeah, no, there's pros and cons on both sides of it.
Definitely pros and cons.
Yeah.
You know, like in a union, you can't get fired just because the boss don't like you, or
No, you shouldn't anyway.
but as a right to work, yeah, it happens as a right to work state, and especially in Texas, they can let you go for any reason, and they don't even have to tell you the reason. They can just fucking fire you. You know, as a union,
I thought
they can't.
you had to be written up a certain amount of times.
Yeah, but that's
They gotta be like a due
They can write you up for anything, though.
And
Right.
Yeah.
But you get one, you're giving me the warning. You give me two, my application's out.
Yeah.
So,
You
my-
give me three, I already starting tomorrow.
my real father out here, he's long since retired, but he was an industrialist and a successful one. He created a company that manufactured rubber and polyurethane products. Basically, he was the only company on the West Coast that did it. His company expanded; it was huge. He still owns the property that the company is on, but he has sold the company. But anyway, he was doing quite well. Had lots of employees. They came to him on several occasions and said, we're talking to union people and we're thinking about unionizing, which my dad was against. He said, I'm telling you right now, I can't stop you from unionizing, but if you do unionize, I will close down operations and walk out and you won't have a job. He goes, because what he did was he had a lot of people that worked for him that he said, listen, he goes, if you want to expand your education, he goes, I will pay for your off-duty education. You want to go to college? I'll pay your tuition. If you work, I'll pay your off-duty education. He paid medical benefit. He gave them all kinds of benefits. He gave them good perks. So he told them, but you guys want to unionize? We're done. They never unionized.
That's where I'm confused because I've heard both sides, and I've heard good, I've heard bad. So like to me, I'm like, is it a political thing to pick one, or is it what really breaks it down?
Well, like what Mongo was saying, the unions are so prone to corruption.
Yeah, that's what I've heard too. That's why I'm like,
they are definitely prone to corruption. And until you mention those figures, man, I'm astounded by those figures. 750 indictments and almost 700 convictions. That's huge.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but
You can imagine the cases that they didn't file because they just didn't have the information or enough to go on. If that's what they got with the indictments.
It seems like I'm only going on an kind of an uneducated view on this, but it seems like when you hear union, it was either they weren't doing very well in the company or like they weren't treating their employees very well. And then they're like, okay, well, fuck you guys. We're going to unionize because you're not treating us well. That's how I've seen like in movies and things like that. Maybe.
Like,
so
in New York with unions,
Mhm.
Unions kind of stay out of your shit. They don't care what you do.
Mhm.
You know,
Well, neither does your employer.
But here's the deal. Like if you're in the electrical union, right? So like you're building this building, right?
A railway.
Well, no, like say you're building this building,
Yeah.
and you have the carpenters union,
Yeah.
and then you have like the electrical union,
Yeah.
right? So the carpenter has to finish sheetrocking this wall right here,
Mhm.
but there's no
So they have to work together,
from the,
yeah.
nobody here from the electrical union to fix that outlet,
Yeah.
right? Guess what?
They can't continue.
They can't continue because the carpenter, even though he knows how to put that outlet in, is not
No, I get it.
allowed.
It's
So you wouldn't be allowed to do your job out of scope.
Well,
You know
don't
what that
they need
means?
a general contractor then?
No, you can't. No, you can't do that because every aspect of the job is unionized. So like a carpenter couldn't put in an outlet.
No, I get that, but like a contractor, I thought they were like the person that took over,
If
or
you're-
maybe I'm not saying the right
No,
job
no.
term,
No,
but
you're saying it right. But like in New York, if a job like a building is being built, if it's a unionized job,
Mhm.
you can't just have a general contractor in there. He has to be union. He has to have a book.
No, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. But certain jobs are non-union, certain jobs are union.
But why would that person pick a union job over a non-union job?
Security? Because when the job say the job is done, right?
Mhm.
That the union will put you on another job.
Instead of you finding one yourself.
Right.
So you're contracted in a way.
Yeah. So it's got more bad points than good. The union's not going to screw you to a point where
Everybody will at
yeah,
some point.
but they do take your money. It costs you about, depending on the union you're joining, it costs you for your book. It costs you $1,500 or $5,000.
Wait, you just said depending on what union you join.
Yeah. Well, so say like the longshoremen's union.
Oh,
right?
I
And
thought
that-
the union was a one thing.
Oh no.
I'm so out of the.
Yeah, there's
They're very
multiple unions. So
specific.
you got like the longshoremen's union that worked over by the Fulton Fish Market and brought everything in from the dock, and the dock workers union. You know, to get into that union.
I get what you're saying. Now that makes sense
Yeah.
when you're saying it that way.
Yeah, then you have
That
the
makes
electrical
sense.
union, carpenters union.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I guess I've
And then,
heard
like,
it that way.
even
I
the
guess I
grocery
thought
stores,
when
you-
they put the
Di-
union, it was like one thing, and that was just a satellite of it. Or
Oh,
something.
different things.
Yeah, no,
Different-
like even grocery stores, you have the checkers union, then
Mhm.
you have the meat cutters union. And if the checkers are going to go on strike, the meat cutters aren't going to work because they're going to join them because they won't cross the lines. So it's a big
So it's a way for
open-ended circle.
employees in that category to come together and have a voice, is what I'm gathering.
It's no.
I'm
you
really
know-
coming out of this as a non.
No, it's not like you have a voice. It's what the union like. So say you say like the supermarket says we're going to give you a 3% raise,
Mhm.
but the union says no, you're going to give our employees a 6% raise, and the grocery store says no, you go on strike until you negotiate. So they give
Oh.
you that negotiating leeway, but they're also corrupt and steal your money and.
And see,
you
I've
know.
always like lived a life like I'm a single employee, and my work is what I do, and I get paid for what I do. Because I was in dental. I mean, I know it's not working like a factory job by any means, but my work was a certain higher pay than my other dental assistant, so I wouldn't want to be in the same category. Like,
No, but say you ask for a raise,
Mhm.
right? Say you say, oh well, I'm working a lot of hours and I need a raise, and your boss said no. You know, the union would make sure you got a raise. Would look at you. You know,
I guess I just don't have that fight to like
at least
stick
a
with people
yearly
that
raise. At
are
least a
being an
yearly raise.
asshole. I'm like, oh, you
But
guys are
fear not, because
you guys, I'm out.
the company, although they've given you a raise, they're not going to lose any money because they're going to raise the prices of the product that they're
Correct.
selling. So the people that are going to lose are the consumers.
It's just all a business deal within like all of it. It's just all putting money in people's
That's why
pockets.
it all has to be balanced.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's why, like with the teachers.
No, I do know. I'm just playing the advocate of
But
educating.
you look at what they're doing with the Long Island Railroad now, and the Metro in New York. You know, these guys were making.
We're in Texas. We
yeah,
keep
but
referencing New York.
But it's because that's where most of the
I'm
unions
just
are.
messing, I'm
You know, those guys were making a base salary of $130,000. They racked in over $200,000 just in overtime, and a lot of those guys never went to work. Yeah, they're called no-show jobs.
Hold
But you still get paid. Yeah, it's.
Hold
I'll tell you, man. See, that's where the corruption lies.
When did that stop?
So
That's when.
No, it's still going on. It's still going on, and that's what Mongo's
Let me
trying to bring up.
guess.
That's what.
Let me guess. Democratic.
No,
No,
not at all. It's,
Because you don't show up and get paid.
It's really both. Yeah. Well, that's what the mafia was doing.
There's a lot of organized crime involved.
That's where organized
That's the
crime got
mafia.
in. See, the organized crime would what they would do is they would go to a union official and say, "Hey, listen, you're going to put my son, his friend, and another guy on a job, but they're not going to come to work. They're just going to come and pick up a check."
Just
And
watch The
that's what they do.
Sopranos.
That was a Dateline story I
Every
just
Friday,
watched.
every Friday they go pick up a check. They didn't have to work. It was called a no-show job.
That's what they did on The Sopranos. They
Yes.
They didn't work at a job, but they had jobs.
Yep, they had jobs on the books so they could say they were working, but they
Right.
weren't working.
Because you got to pay taxes.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to show some kind of income.
Yeah.
For those $1 million homes.
Yeah.
But Mongo, thank you for bringing that point out. On here, the only union I think we really have here in Texas is the BNFF.
BNSF.
BNSF.
My best
Right.
friend Crystal works there.
Oh, yeah, I think that's the only. We may have a few smaller ones, but I think that's the biggest union that we have here in Texas. And that's the rail, and that's only because they got to go across the country.
Right.
But
Well, the
you got
rail-
you got unions in California.
Yeah, we do.
Yes.
We got all the typical construction type unions. Of course, all the law enforcement agencies are unionized.
California that doesn't have the don't show up and get paid.
Oh, yeah, that's called protesters.
Yeah, no. So yeah, they've got them. We just don't see a lot of work actions.
So how is it
mean-
on a regular day driving through California? I mean, like it's a Tuesday. There's just people just lining the streets on a regular basis.
Oh, I got to give you, and Mongo, you'll like this. John DeResta, he's a good friend of mine. He's a comic. He played one of the detectives in Miss Congeniality.
Shut up.
But
I love that movie.
But follow John DeResta, man. He's been putting out some great stuff because now he lives in California, and he's killing the mayor every day with the homeless thing. Karen Bash is her name.
All right, Karen Bass, right?
Yeah. So he was a transit cop in the NYPD, and he dealt with homeless, and he would go into he would get all the homeless out of it, and tens of thousands of homeless he's helped. He's in LA now, and he's driving through LA, and he's all these encampments, and he's playing the song "Love LA," and he's going, "Thanks to Karen Bash. Thanks to Karen Bash, I can't get out of my car. Thanks to Karen Bash, my kids can't go to school here. Thanks to Karen Bash." And if you follow John DeResta, man, go on and you'll laugh your balls off looking what he's doing every day on these social media platforms.
All right. I'll do
Monica,
that.
did you happen to see the other day or recently that our vice president, JD Vance, stepped in as the speaker for the press?
Oh, I didn't see that.
Did you see that, Mongo?
Where he was doing the press conference.
Yes, he did
Yeah,
the press conference. I think it was the first time that a VP stepped in because she was out with her kids, and he was like, "You know what? Take some time. I'll step in." It was bad.
You know what? I
ass.
did see that. I didn't know what that was about. I didn't know he stepped in as a speaker.
He had this
Wow.
little cheat sheet. He's like, guy in the fucking tie.
Wow. No, I
He
didn't. I saw
killed it.
Oh,
He
good.
fucking crushed so many of them, like with their stupid. One guy goes, there's so many ways to answer a question or ask a question, and you just rambled, and it was like he just.
I love JD Vance, man. I think he's amazing, man. He's just straight to the point.
It was awesome.
Oh, I gotta go watch the highlights.
It was
I didn't know
awesome.
that. I didn't know that.
YouTube. And you
All
can
right.
find us on YouTube, by the way.
Yes, we'll be speaking on YouTube.
all the time. Right.
All right. Well, Mongo, thank you so much again, brother. Thank you for putting a lot of time and effort into that. And we look forward to next week's Mongo Log.
All right. Sounds good. See y'all later. Have a good week.
All right, brother. Take
Adios.
care. Take care. Before we leave, I want you just to highlight the two things that are on the desk right here. The little tiara.
Not a little one.
Not a little
big
one. The big tiara.
Big tiara. So this is the Pinups and Pistons first place. We have second, third, and best in show. We have our bike trophies. Yes, I did not weld them because shit got busy.
But these are.
But we have 5 categories. I think we have best bagger, best in show, best paint, and best vintage.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay.
So $25, all it takes, and all that money, every penny of that $25 goes directly to Camp Shield. That's how we're raising the money. It's on Saturday, May 23rd at Fort Worth Indian Motorcycle. We have a couple vendors. I'm going to be doing the little Betty salon where we're going to do the flowers for $5.
That was so funny what you did today on that video. We'd be going into the soccer field.
Oh, yes.
Now,
yes.
not only do you get these beautiful trophies, guess what else you get? You get bragging rights for a full year. Bragging rights that you won best in show at the Pinups and Pistons.
Yes, from Fort Worth.
For the 250th year celebration
That
as well.
is
So
right.
yes, so that nobody can ever take away from you.
Can't take it away.
Can't
so
take it away.
yes, it is this Saturday, May 23rd at Fort Worth Indian Motorcycle. We have Rebel Mobile Cigar, which was on earlier. We're having the Kiowa vintage helicopter on display. We're going to have Tattoo Mark with his his wrapped Jeep giving some information.
He was out in Houston.
He was out
He
in
got into the
Austin.
in Austin. He got
In
into the
Austin.
hospital. Him and Jenny
Yes.
Balderas was very
Yes, and Janie Balderas will also be doing the national anthem. So she's going to be out. She's also a judge. We're going to have like I said, our little salon. We got Unbreakable Bond, the jewelry. I know these girls love the Unbreakable Bond, permanent jewelry stuff. We have that. We're also going to have the vintage motorcycles like we had last year. One of my battling buddies, her father is a huge vintage
Those are
Indian
amazing
enthusiast.
motorcycles.
He's got a collection of vintage motorcycles that blows your mind.
Yes.
I mean, these are vintage motorcycles where the army men jumped out of a plane and they look like a suitcase, and then when they got to the ground, they open it up and it's a motorcycle.
So cool.
It's crazy.
So cool.
And that's going to be on display. So hopefully everything goes well. We have a DJ. Of course, we're going to be there 99%, as well as Camp Shield and the Bettys. So hopefully the weather will turn out. I will make the call Thursday night, Friday morning. I think we're fine. Scattered showers in Texas. If you guys were at the roll call event we did at DFW Car and Toy Museum, there was a little bit of rain and there was a bunch of classic cars there, and I think it was fine. So I think we're going to be good. So
I think so.
Unless I get like 65%, then I'll call it. But at this point, we are still a go. $500 for first place pinup.
Nice.
I know.
All right.
And that's, yeah.
Going to be awesome.
It's red, white, and radiant. I mean, to go with the theme of 250 years, it's going to be all sequins and red, white, and blue.
I think I'll be dressed up a little bit.
I will be. Yeah. I've seen your outfit. You've seen my, you've seen my accessories.
We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of fun.
Yes.
All right. So once again, I want to thank all our guests. I want to thank all our sponsors. And I think once again, thank Brandon Shaw of the Texas Rattlesnake Rally for allowing the 99 to be part of such an amazing event. And everybody with that we met down there.
Allowing us to take over Main Street.
It was great. It was, and we are both looking forward to next year. Once again, go out there, support, be something bigger than yourself. And if you could be anything in this world, be kind. Peace.